हाय गाइस, गुड इवनिंग ऑल। वेलकम बैक टू द लाइव स्ट्रीम। कैसे हैं आप सब? आप सभी का स्वागत है एक नए लाइव स्ट्रीम में। फटाफट स्क्रीन में दिखाती हूँ और 4 बजे का जो मैचेस आप लोग ने नहीं देखा है वो वाला कंप्लीट करते हैं फटाफट। पहले सॉन्ग बंद करने दो। एक मिनट। चलो ठीक है, परफेक्ट। आ जाओ। गुड इवनिंग गाइस, गुड इवनिंग। आज लैंडस्केप स्ट्रीम किया बिकॉज बहुत लोगों का डिमांड आ रहा था लैंडस्केप स्ट्रीम करो। आ जाओ। पहला मैच किसका हुआ था देखते हैं। ठीक है।
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Northeast Cup qualifiers. This is going to be the quarterfinals for the state of Meghalaya, and there will be top tape 8 teams contending for the final spot in the state finals to represent this state of Meghalaya in the LAN tournament that will be happening in Guwahati. And we are here to witness them to duke it out, and we'll see which team can make it to the semifinals tonight. And with that, I am your host, Ray. In this beautiful day, joining me is Kronos and Sasuke on the casters deck. And I just have a simple question for Kronos because, due to the time zone differences, it's still early on and you probably are still having your coffee. So, are you I hope these teams can bring you the height that you really need to be fully awakened and energized. And what do you really look forward to? Because Fear 7 Esports, they have the first pick. And right now in pro scene, the first pick usually have the higher advantage because they can get the hero that can really make the play, like the Suyo or anything like the
भाई इनको
Khalid.
स्किप कर रही
So
हूँ मैं।
what's your,
हमको मैच देखना है।
opinion on that? Like, do you think the
ओपिनियन
first
नहीं
pick
सुनना।
is Esports on the blue side, Fado?
So, we are here in the draft phase, folks. I know you're excited. I am too. It is quite early in the morning for me, but of course, it is in the afternoon for you. So, I got to bring some energy to make sure you enjoy the game to the utmost extent. And of course, we're going to have some statistics laid out by the math teacher himself. And on the, what do you think, Sasuke? That 55.3%, does that make a difference or does it not?
I am the devourer of stars, the tide of the cosmic sea.
हाँ, कैसी आवाज आ रही है ये?
Sasuke, are bad.
I think Sasuke is having a little bit of an audio issue, folks, but don't worry. He's he knows how to fix it. Of course, you need to have the binary digits, the zeros and the ones, and of course, he's probably an engineer too. The math teacher always got to be it, right? But right now, looking at the draft, they prioritize all the bans of the EXP lane on the blue side, while on the red, they take out the Mia, not something we see quite often. I think they just don't want to see some sort of a one-trick pop-up, but right now, Ling is the first pick on the blue side, respecting the fact that assassins are important, but on the red, they go for the Zask, not something so conventional we see these days. Given the fact that the mid lane control more relies on the hands of someone like a Vexana, maybe an Aurora would have been a little better here as well. The Tiger Wheel being picked up to prevent the dive quite early indeed. But on the blue side, they play for that mid control and pick it up in the form of this Vexana, like I said earlier. The Gatokacha providing quite a lot of peel, a lot of AoE CC with that avatar of the Guardian, with the Revitalized, definitely going to be a nuisance in the face of F7. But of course, the Yu Zhong to dive into the back line and create havoc for Fate Zeus here on this Vexana might be a problem for them indeed. So the front to back composition coming in for both sides as of now, but seems like the blue side wants to dive in quite gung ho on F7. So the Melissa being taken off the
ब्रो आप कुछ
at the
ज्यादा नहीं जोर
moment,
से बोल रहे
the
हैं।
other side looking to see what they can pick out,
ठीक
and
है,
I
वो
think they need to target ban these
बहुत लाउड हो
marksmen
रहा
as
था।
well, just to make sure
चैट
they
में
don't have a
चुपचाप
rough time.
3
I
लोग
think
देख रहे
over
हैं,
here
चुपचाप 3 लोग
you
मैसेज भी
probably
करें।
go for something in the form of a
चुपचाप बैठ के
carry
नहीं
or a
देखना है।
Nathan,
आ रही है बात समझ में
possibly a
कि नहीं
Claude
आ रही
just
है?
because he can dive to the back line.
या मैं
What do you think,
समझाऊं?
Sasuke?
Claude would be a really good option, but what I'm thinking, like they could probably go with
ओहो
Ruby,
हो
but never
गर्मी।
mind, Ruby is bad. But
आय हाय
Steve
गर्मी,
Harris
ओए
could
होए
also
गर्मी।
probably work out because given the dash, he could probably deal a ton
बारिश
amount of
आने को है।
damage, chunking down that Nightmare Spawn being used from Zask, and also he could probably dodge the Yishang, which would be zoning him again. Maybe that's why they have locked down the Yishang to zone apart, or just to pressurize the marksman along with the Vexana.
Yeah, I
वैक्स
think
को प्यूरीफाई
finally the
लेना
math
चाहिए
teacher
अगर
got
मैं
his
वैक्स की
voice
जगह
picked
होती
a
तो
little
फॉर
bit.
श्योर
But
प्यूरीफाई लेती
sir, what do
बिकॉज
you think about the fact
टिग्रियल है
that
वहाँ
this?
पे
You still didn't answer my question. At 55.3% on the
टिग्रियल
blue side, you think that actually makes a difference, or is it just a skill issue?
Hmm. Well, given the statistics you just mentioned, I do think like those terms do come in handy. But looking at the draft, I do think like the team Red F7, they are looking strong with the first three picks. They are yet to pick down the hyper, and the execution, which I usually talk about a lot, is something we should not miss out.
Yeah, I think yeah, you're right. It does come down to the draft phase, but of course that comes in the fact that the blue side get a priority. But this time they prioritize the link, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But on the red side, oh my goodness, no way! I'm gonna cast the Popple and Koopa game. I am so happy, folks. For those of you who don't know, Popple and Koopa, one of my favorite heroes in the game. I've been playing this hero since the day he was released. I went global one for a bit. I'm just flexing right now, Sasuke. But oh my goodness, Popple and Koopa, flexible in the jungle, flexible in the goal lane. These guys just want to take turret after turret, and Fair 7 Esports might actually be able to end the game as soon as possible. That is the idea. If they get that early advantage in the first 2 minutes, it's going to be a heavy snowball that only this Gato Kacha can be able to stop, along with the help of the Vexana. So the mid control is very much needed from the side of Fate09, but they go for the Edith and the Moskov. So it's a little bit of a standard draft coming in from their side. But on the red, they go for the Fanny. No way. Game number one, we got so much action, so much excitement. This is a lot of early game damage, early game snowball. The idea is clear. Sasuke, what do you think about this one?
Oh, that fan, it did caught me off guard because I was thinking like maybe they could probably go with the alpha given the composition they have. They need to match it down someone with the Tigreal implosion along with the nightmare response so they could have the potential zoning ability given the fact. But seeing the Fanny, everything turns out to be fair plan. You got the early game damage, you got the marksman who will be
गाइस एक मिनट देना
probably
मुझे
pushing down and
सेटिंग देखना
chunking down the Moscow just right under his towers, and Fanny will be the one using the steel cables along with the
जीरो
cutthroats,
जीरो जीरो
securing a kill over to that
जीरो जीरो
Moscow. So definitely, in my opinion, I do think like the team Red
जीरो
F7,
जीरो
they
जीरो जीरो
probably have the one in terms of draft phase.
जीरो
Yeah, and I think get ready to
जीरो
go in. Oh no, never mind. They don't want us to go in. They got a pause coming in. I feel like they're probably gonna take their time to understand what's going on. I
ठीक
believe
है यहाँ
whoever
पे
asked for the
पॉज भी
pause,
लगा है तब
definitely it's
तक
a
कर
technical
लेते हैं
pause. Don't
जीरो
forget,
जीरो जीरो
folks, we want to
जीरो
make sure
ठीक
that
है
no team has any untoward advantage for against
जीरो
them,
जीरो जीरो
because
जीरो जीरो
this
ठीक
is
है
probably
परफेक्ट
because of some sort of a technical issue in the
परफेक्ट
background.
जीरो जीरो
And like I said, once again, you need to actually have both teams on the same side, on the same level. We do not want to give unfair advantage just because of the
अभी
fact
क्वालिटी कैसा
that
लग रहा है
you,
गुआइस
we don't want anyone to complain
अबे
about things.
कौन
We
है
don't want
दो
to say, hey,
लोग
I've got ping
चुपचाप बैठ के
issues,
तीन लोग
my
कौन है
Wi-Fi
चुपचाप बैठ के देख रहे
went
हैं
off. I mean, you understand what I'm saying,
मैसेज
right, math
वैसेज कर
teacher?
दो
Yeah, definitely. And could you probably please stop calling the math teacher? I know it's quite
All right,
annoying
all
just
right,
stating
all
one
right, all
line,
right,
hello
all
math
right, all
teacher,
right,
hello math
Sasuke, all
teacher.
right, Sasuke, all right, Sasuke, all right. No worries, no worries. But guess what? Ray is waiting in the background looking for his Naruto. Hi, Ray, what's up?
Well, Kronos, I am really happy to hear that,
ऑलराइट
like,
ऑलराइट
you just
ऑलराइट
woke up, you're having your coffee, and I'm happy that I was able to hype you up. But the change in your tone when the Popol was picked, like you went from like 60 to a 120, like straight up.
म्याऊ
Like,
म्याऊ म्याऊ
what was the change? Like, I
म्याऊ
think you really like Popol,
म्याऊ
man.
म्याऊ
But
म्याऊ
you do
Yeah,
have a
so
thought background.
yeah, I love Popol and Koopa. Personally saying, one of my favorite heroes. Popol and Koopa, Yisun Shin. These are two of my favorite heroes in the game, and you don't usually get to see them because they're not in the meta currently. but of course they have an effect that has to be played. They have a certain specific win condition, and if the team is able to get that win condition down, they'll definitely be able to take the game. In this case in point, we got on the right side, I believe, Fair 7 Esports, right, Sasuke?
Savage,
So on
welcome
the
to the
red side, Fair
stream.
7
Good
Esports,
evening.
they have
How's
one win
you?
condition and one win condition only. They have to snowball. They really have to snowball. The Tigreal has to invade, be a nuisance in the
Good
early
evening,
game,
Pinky
and the
Namaste.
Sask has
Namaste,
to somehow find
namaste.
a way to make it to these team fights and kind of support the Tigreal in these possible invades. And then the Fanny comes for the cleanup, while the Popol has to
यार
dominate the
मुझे
goal
डिले
lane.
कम
He
करना
has
था
no other
स्ट्रीम
way.
पे.
He has to dominate the goal lane from the start. While on the EXP side, the Yuzhong
स्ट्रीम
just
का
has to
डिले
keep
कम
the
करना
Edith
था.
in the lane. If you can win the lane, that'll be
Good evening,
even
Pinky
better.
ji.
You
Good
have to keep the Edith in the lane,
evening.
hit that level 4 power spike, and then just when you pop that level 4 Black Dragon, first turtle, get the kills, and that's when your heavy snowball starts. The
Welcome.
2 minute mark is what we're looking at to
Welcome,
get the
welcome.
win condition right. If the first 2 minutes do not go according to plan for the side of Fair 7 Esports, Fate09 could make it an utter disaster for them. Am I right, Sasuke?
Well, that's absolutely true. And I would like to highlight a certain point. The fact that there is a Ling in the blue side as a jungler, and along with that, there is a Fanny. So both of them are quite reliable onto the blue buff. So I'm quite like literally waiting for the early invasion
Hmm.
from either side of the teams, because once they get the blue
All about. And look for power spike in the second minute mark, Sasuke. I think that's what it's all about. And look at that, they actually get the gold side to go back soon as well. So dominating both sides means that Fate09 already throwing a wrench in the plans of Fair 7 Esports. And once again, they get
क्या
that
मैसेज आ
Terraform
रहा है
towards
भाई?
him. Tempest
शांति
Blades
नहीं है.
goes up and he drops him down, picks up a
Continuously.
kill on towards the Tiger quite early in the game. 2 kills right now, 1 minute 30 seconds, and they're already in the driver's seat.
क्वालिटी
Mhm.
गुड.
But
खुद
I
हो
do
गया ना
think
अभी.
that
क्वालिटी
could
अभी
be a
फट
possible
फट के नहीं
mistake,
दिख रहा
because
ना.
I am seeing a blue buff over to that Zask, but again looking at the early aggression coming in from Fate09, that Zask, or not Zask, but the Purple and Koopa, your favorite hero, is just decimated right under his tower at the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the fact that the Fanny's not able to snowball, and it's causing a hard time for them. The Fanny's the one that needs to pop off right now. Got the purple buff as well. Use the
No,
retribution to pick
no.
it up while
No,
Ewan here
no,
has to go for
no.
his own. And
No,
Ryukaze
no.
might be a
No,
menace here in the EXP side,
no.
not realizing Fate Zeus is right there. Doesn't want to pop the Eternal Guardian yet. He does not have the Black Dragon form, but here comes Tens on the Fanny. He has the steel cables, goes for the cutthroat on the wrong person. So Ryukaze will have to back off, and Ling comes in. Tempest of Blade goes up, and they get the kill once again. And somehow, someway, Tens is able to recall. But feel like the snowball is too hard from Fate09, bringing tears to my eyes as I see Popol and Koopa, the beatboxer, go down twice.
Oh, that is quite painful, because it is the blue team who is securing the early aggression, and along with
Not
that, there's Nightmare
all.
Spawn. The
No
Battle of
call कर.
Retribution is just around corners, and this time
ओके.
Fan is
शायद
still
मैंने
looking
सेटिंग ही
strong.
ऐसे कर रखी
There's
थी.
this thing,
Yeah.
but
इसमें
Ling is just
फुट
right
फुट के
there
दिख रहा
waiting for
था.
the
फुट
perfect
फुट
Get
के.
the retribution. The cutthroat comes in beautifully as well, and that's the Black Dragon form we were talking about. This is the power spike that they needed. The first turtle, not 2 minutes, but 3 minutes into the game. So somehow, someway, they're trying to fight their way back. The goal lead is a little too much slipped apart. It is 2K in the hands of Fate09. And
Good
oh
evening,
my
guys. Good
goodness,
evening,
Geno's here,
4K.
just
Welcome to the
utter
stream. कैसे
domination
आप?
on the goal lane. Beatboxer really
Welcome.
needs to find a way to get those beats going, because right now it feels like he's not just beatboxing, he's just randomly singing his way to death.
यार
That's
मुझे
quite
ना
sure, because the
ज़ूडियो मॉल
aggression, I
जाना
do
था.
think like Jenna
You
did
know, guys, what?
quite anticipated the fact
ज़ूडियो
that he
का
would be playing
मेरे को
passive, or
कितना
maybe just
रील्स
poking
रिकमेंड में
out
आया इंस्टाग्राम पे.
his
कॉस्मेटिक से
sidekick, the
लेके
dog HP out, and then he'll be
क्लोथ,
just probably
फिर
marking him
किचन की
down. But
जितनी भी
given the fact that
सामान
they
मिलते हैं, सब
probably, that
कुछ
is the blue
लाइक
team, with 09,
बर्तन
they
एंड ऑल,
probably anticipated to
डेकोरेशन स्टफ,
can down the
घर
Yuzhong,
का,
because there is the
एवरीथिंग
hit.
इज
So
सो
inspired to
लाइक
catch down the
सो
Yuzhong, and
चीप
you
में मिल रहा है
make sure
जस्ट
you
बिकॉज
deal enough
वो
damage to
दिवाली
melt
से
it
पहले
down. It
निकाल
could
रहे हैं.
probably come in handy, and
सेल
that
लगी
went
है.
actually
बट द
really
बैड
well
लक
into their
मुझे
hands. Look
फुर्सत
at
ही
that
नहीं है जाने की कहीं
aggression
पे.
and the engage coming in from
I'm busy
Tigreal.
doing stream, but
Tens
काम
is
is
not
more
having the
important, you know.
greatest of the games,
शॉपिंग
'cause you could
वॉपिंग तो
tell.
होती
Never mind,
रहेगी.
Spear of Destruction
बट
on the other
वैसे भी
side knows he
ज़ूडियो
might be
मॉल
in
मेरे
trouble,
इधर
but guess
शायद
what?
नहीं है. हैं।
there's the target. Gina should be able to pick up that kill
थाना
quite
स्टेशन
easily.
पे।
The black dragon form forcing
अब
them to go
स्टेशन
back,
तक
but
कौन ही
Ewan
जाए।
here, he wants to go for more, realizes that
कभी
he
कभी
can get
दिल
a
करता
kill.
है
Kai
जाना भी
being a
चाहिए,
problem
कभी
in the
कभी दिल
back
करता है
line,
छड्डो
30
यार, क्या
FPS,
जाना
not able
चाहिए।
to play the game
जो
because of the
चीजें मैं
ping that he
लेने के
has,
लिए
but
वहां
Implosion
तक
comes in.
जाऊंगी,
But guess what?
कार
There's
का
the need to
पेट्रोल
engage
भरूंगी,
with the Earth Shatter. Tempest of
जाऊंगी,
Blades goes up,
उतने
they're
में
able to pick
ऑनलाइन
up
ऑर्डर
kills
करूंगी,
after
घर पे पहुंच
kills,
जाएगा।
while the Avatar of the Guardian drops
लाइक
down. They get one in
मैं
return, but
कैसी हूँ
trade
यार।
for the process.
कभी कभी
Beatboxer is the
मुझे
one
चीजें
just came
सस्ती भी
back
लेनी होती
from the
है,
black screen,
कभी कभी
so
मुझे
that
ऐसा भी
is
लगता है जाने
actually
में
a
ही
full
तेल का
5
खर्चा उतना हो
wipeout,
जाएगा,
just not
कभी कभी लगता है
consecutively.
ऑनलाइन ही
So
तो घर
right
पे आ
now,
जाएगा,
looks
तो
like
फिर इतना खर्चा करना ही
Fate09
क्यों है, चुपचाप
definitely
घर पे
have
बैठ
this
के
game
ऑनलाइन
under
कर दो
control.
ऑर्डर।
And now the side of
हाँ यार,
Seven Fair 7
सही है,
Esports need to find
ऑनलाइन मंगा
answers,
लो,
and I
बहुत
think
मस्त
they're
सोफे
running
पे
out of
लटके
time.
लटके, कोई
Mm-hmm.
दिक्कत नहीं, घर
Well,
तक
that is
सामान
the
पहुंच
second order
जाएगा,
being taken out
ये सही
for
है। हमसे
Fair
मेहनत नहीं
9.
होती भाई,
Fair 9.
नहीं होती।
Sorry, Phase
मॉल
09.
जाओ,
Yeah,
फिर
that's
मॉल
the name,
जाके
Phase
खरीदी
09. And
करो,
talking
फिर
about
वहां
the
से
gold
सामान
lead, we have
लेके
already
आओ,
gained
ये
quite a
सारे
tremendous
चोचले नहीं
gold
होते
lead in
मुझसे।
the hands. It is around 4
इंडियन
gold lead as of
शॉपिंग
now, but as the
स्टार्टिंग
time
दिवाली,
proceeds, if
हाँ
they are
अरे
or
दिवाली
they
की शॉपिंग
probably
वगैरह भी करनी
go
है।
with the same things they are going on, I don't think like they could
क्या
probably
होएगा
go
मेरा,
on a tremendous
क्या
gold
होगा
lead
चैट
as the
मेरा
time
में,
proceeds.
मेरे
And look
जैसी
at that
आलसी का
Fanny.
क्या
She's
होगा
not
बताओ।
having good time in the jungle as the blue buff was
शुक्र है मैं
already being
खाना खा
taken out
लेती
by the
हूँ,
link.
पता लगे
Yeah,
रोबोट
I
हायर
think
किया
right now,
खाना
look at
खिलाने
that.
के
This
लिए, भाई
Moscow
खाना
actually
खिला
being a
दो।
problem for the Fanny as well. The purple being taken away.
आज
The
मैं
game
कैसी कैसी सी
dominating
बातें कर
percent
रही
being
हूँ,
used.
ऑर्डर कर दो
Black
फिर,
Dragon form is
इफ
there to
पॉसिबल
go and
ऑर्डर
zone
ही
them away,
करूँगी
but
यार,
they
मेरे से
don't
नहीं
have the
होता,
damage. They're way
ऐसे
behind.
जाओ
Look at
खरीदो,
Ewan, he's level 10. The 10
शॉपिंग
is
करो
level
फिर,
8. While on
ऑनलाइन
in
इज गुड।
Envy Genos, he's
ये
level
कभी कभी
9 to
है
level 6 of
मुश्किल है।
Beatbox. He's not having a great game, but Tens gets caught up. Here's the Earth Shatter. He will go down while Kai was being the distraction. Pops the Revitalize so he can
हाँ
survive.
जाना
Beatboxer should
थोड़ा
be next to the chopping
आलसी
blocks with
लगता
Eternal
है अब,
Guardian
सेम
along
सेम,
with the
अब
Tempest of
बहुत
Blade and the
थोड़ा नहीं, बहुत
AOG
ही
coming
आलसी
in.
लगता
They
है,
threw everything
थोड़े की
except the
बात नहीं
kitchen
है,
sink at them. And right now
बहुत ही
they're
ज्यादा
utter dominating. That's the full 5-man wipeout.
आलसी
Call
वाली
it the
चीज
second
लगती है
time in
मुझे,
the game. But
जाके
definitely
खरीदना।
driving this entire game is Fate09 towards the victory screen that they will be looking at soon enough. It's 6 minutes 45
हमसे
seconds
नहीं
into the
होती
game.
मेहनत,
They almost have a 10k goal lead. Sasuke, oh Sasuke, please tell me how will they be able to come
नहीं
back
करते
from this one?
भाई, बट सेल
Well,
में
technically, they should right
साल
now
में
focus on
3-4
getting
बारी
the
मोस्टली ऑनलाइन,
itemization they need to
मेरा
have
हर
because
बार
see the
ऑनलाइन ही होता
itemization
है।
I'm seeing like
एक
Zaz
बार
was
शॉपिंग
only
सेंटर में
made the glowing wand and with
फंस गए तो
one
फिर
item
सब
in your
लेना,
hand you
हाँ
probably
यार ये
can't
चीज
do
है।
much of the damage and for the fact they should provide play it safe though
और
instead of
मेरा
taking
ऐसा है
back to
ना
back
गाइस, मुझे
fights because
एक बार में
they
कोई भी चीज़
are
पसंद
just
नहीं आती।
respawn from a
लाइक तुम
dire
किसी भी
loose
चीज़ की बात करो,
okay
खाने की
I
बात
see
करो,
Link invading the
कपड़े
blue
की
buff
बात करो,
Fanny might
कॉस्मेटिक की
have
बात करो,
some
कोई
trouble
भी
but
चीज़
again
की
she
बात
can do
करो,
is like do the
ऐसा हो
split
ही नहीं
push get
सकता
some
है कि
items
मैं
in your hand
6-7
because you have
दुकानें
the
नहीं
fan you
घूमूं।
can just use the steel
मेरे
cables
साथ शॉपिंग करने जाना
again
लाइक
just to
बहुत ही
easily
खतरनाक
going
वाला काम
down
हो
and
जाता है वो।
dealing some tiny
लाइक
damage even though
जब भी
that's
मैं
doing
शॉपिंग के लिए जाऊंगी
utterly
पहले तो मैं
nothing to the
8-10
enemy
दुकानें
team though.
घूमूंगी, अपने पसंद का
Yeah,
मिलेगा
I
तो ही
think
लूंगी,
this
अदरवाइज दुकान
might.
चेंज।
I feel like this
ओए भाई
game is
नहीं
pretty
होता,
much
इससे
done
अच्छा
wrong.
ऑनलाइन
Like,
अपने पसंद का सर्च करो,
not gonna
ऑर्डर कर
lie,
दो,
the fact that
दैट्स ऑल।
the side of
हमसे नहीं होता ये,
Fate09 are utterly
और हमारी
dominating and able
चॉइस
to take
इतने
this into the
डिफरेंट है ना
late
कि
game
हमको इतना
without
अच्छे से
having
कोई
any sort of
जल्दी पसंद
problems
आता भी
because they
नहीं
got
है।
2 kills on the board. They get the knock of
एक
the
बार
fear
में तो
step from
बिल्कुल भी
Moves and
नहीं,
able to help 10 survive.
1.5 घंटा
But
2 घंटा
slowly
लगा के
but
कोई चीज़
surely they're
पसंद
able to
आती
take
है।
the game. Ewan comes in with that. He wants to go on to 30 FPS. He doesn't have the domination
गर्ल्स
descent.
के
Gets the mega
नखरे,
kill. And Ewan will
इट्स
pick
नॉट
up the kill
नखरे,
once again. But look at Tens. He's trying to do some damage. But Tempest of Blades to the back
भाई
line will
क्या
get the
खेल
kill.
रहा है
While
मॉस्को,
Genos
भाई
picks
क्या
up
खेल रहा है
another.
भाई तू,
They're getting them one
क्या
after the
खेल
other.
रहा
And
है।
they're just walking into their death. The side of
वाह
Fate
नटालिया फोल्ड
7
किया है,
Esports.
बहुत
Fair 7
बढ़िया,
Esports. And look at I think
बहुत
this is
बढ़िया
game
भाई, बहुत
over.
बढ़िया।
Mhm.
खत्म है,
Well, that could
स्किप
be in
करेंगे
the case
खत्म
because
होते ही।
there is the Ling along with the Moscow just marking down that base and it will be just over. Sask was there, but it was quite too late for him to do anything. But you know what? I thought it would quite come in handy, but I was not expecting this game to and it's so early because they had the Tigreal, they had the early game potential, the implosion to mark down 3 to 4 members, and then they could probably go with the nightmare spawn to zone the enemies off, and then you got the purple and Koopa to make sure just melt down anyone. And probably I don't think like given the fact there is the Pupil and Koopa, you could probably 1v1 the Ling even if he is quite
गाइस
strong.
स्किप करते हैं, अपने को
And you
बहुत
know
सारे
what,
मैचेस कवर
Sasuke?
करना है.
I think we were looking at even like a chewing
The most important side of Kronos. Like it was a
for the Pope.
Serious team.
अभी कौन सी
If
टीम
they
का?
on the
इनका
red,
ही है ना वापस से?
for game number two.
Game number
Straight
2.
away. So I'll be giving up to Kronos and Sasuke to take it up for game number 2. See ya, guys. And I'll turn on the lights.
I mean, at this point in time, I think it's just
GG
the fact
मैच.
that how will they be able to make this comeback?
हो
Fair
भगवान.
7 Esports
गाइज
on
आप
the
लोगों की
red,
शॉपिंग
Fate
कैसे चल रही
09
है?
on the
क्या आप
blue
लोगों की
once
शॉपिंग हो
again.
गई? सफाई वफाई हो
Best
गई
of 3
दिवाली की घर
series.
की?
First game, utter
बताओ.
domination, a complete stomp. But guess what? That was game number 1. They're going to shake it off. They see the problems that they
पुपल
had. The
का
Ling, the Gato Kacha. These are priority bans
जूता
that they
आया
need to
है
be looking at. Not that Mia that they banned out of the first game. So,
अभी तक ऑर्डर
but
पे.
giving away the Khalid
पुपल
means
का
that
जूता
instantly
आया
they
है
have their
अभी तक
early
ऑर्डर पे.
game on their side
पुपल
with
का
the
जूता.
EXP rotation, their river control on the EXP side. If they pair
भाई
that up
गेम
with
की बात
another
अभी कर
Vexana,
रहे.
oh my
सैवेज व्हाट इज दिस
goodness, that is
बिहेवियर?
an early
हम
Atlas. They
रियल
want to
लाइफ
go
की
for that
शॉपिंग की बात
fatal
कर रहे हैं,
links.
आप गेम की बात कर रहे हो.
I'm excited, Sasuke. I'm just excited.
Oh, seems like that lose did come in handy for Phase 7 this time, and they are looking like, you know what? We are just not a chewing gum that you just stomp on and move on. We are some serious team which made it to the top 8 and will show you how strong we are by the draft. They
पुपल
are
का
picking it.
कैसा
Walid
बिल्ड था
along with
भाई
the Atlas,
लास्ट
I
मैच
think like
वाले
that could
पुपल का?
be really good, but
खाली बूट आया
that
उसका
is a
इतने
Khalid.
मिनट
So
मैच
I'm not
इतने
sure like
लंबे मैच
how
में
this Walid could
सिर्फ एक
quite
बूट
come in
बना
handy,
पाया है
even
वो
though he
बंदा.
has the early
कुछ
damage.
और डैमेज आइटम
But
बनाया ही नहीं.
it really falls very
ठीक
much
है भाई,
against the meta heroes like you have
ठीक
the
है.
Vexana, the Aurora in the mid lane.
आज भी लेट तक लाइव स्ट्रीम चलेगी
Oh
गाइस.
my
लेट
god,
तक
no
साथ देना
way. They're
होगा आप
trying to get
सबको.
that prio once
बिकॉज
again. They got the Valier with
बिकॉज
the
मैं अकेले बोर
Atlas.
हो
Not the
जाऊंगी.
best
मैं देख रही
combination
हूँ अभी
because
तो
they
मेरी
do not
पावर
have
बहुत
the
है
mid
बकड़
lane
बकड़ बकड़
clear.
बकड़
Fair
करने
7
की.
Esports looks like
लेकिन
they
लेट्स सी.
just want to go
लेट
5v5.
तक तो
Gumbo
मेरा
at them,
मुंह
but they
बंद हो
don't want
जाता
to
है.
take
मैं थक
control of the
जाती हूँ
river,
यार.
giving that away quite
शॉपिंग तो अब
easily
शुरू
in
होगी.
the form
उससे
of
भी
this
ऑर्डर किया
Valentina
था
on the other side.
मीशो से. हाँ लेट
Pinkigaming with
डिलीवर
that
हुआ
Carmilla as well. The
उसका बूट,
AoE is present, so when
है
the
ना.
Fatal Links goes up, all you gotta do is pop that Curse of Blood, and you're gonna be a problem. But the Valentina can go for their own Fatal Links, and you got the Raging Sandstorm to provide a problem for
ओ क्या पिक
your
कर
hero
रहे हैं
Kaze.
भाई. वैलेंटिना के
But
पास दो
I
दो
think
ऑप्शन है.
the
टिग्रियल
the
लेके टिग्रियल
message is
सॉरी
quite
एटलास
clear
लेके
here, folks.
कूदना.
It is gonna be a
टेरजिला बन
brawl.
के कूदना.
It is gonna be an absolute bloodbath on the mid lane, in the riverside, in the Lord Pit, the Turtle, the Link,
स्पाई
wherever
लेके
they're gonna
आए
fight.
थे
It's an
बेचारा.
absolute bloodbath because both
बिचौरा
teams just want to fight, fight, fight. And
बुचौरा.
speaking about that, you know, I
4K
got a scared
सब्सक्राइबर्स
news
कहाँ हैं?
statistic for you, Sasuke. Fate09 is actually one of the
4K
top teams
सब्सक्राइबर्स
from
कहाँ हैं?
Natalia that have been winning
कहाँ
a
है?
lot of local tournaments and at least go until the grand final.
हम
So
सब
definitely
है.
they're the favorites to win here. But Fair 7 Esports, I don't know. This seems very unconventional. It could work.
किलर उबासी
Mhm.
लेते हुए welcome to the
Well,
stream.
looking at the picks coming in from Fair 7 Esports, I think like
Well,
they
welcome,
might be
welcome.
stuck into the previous season because
गाइज
coming
आज
in
आप
there
लोग के लिए
handy,
लैंडस्केप
like
स्ट्रीम की
they
है,
have
ठीक है. किसी
prioritized
ने
the
भी बहाने
Terzila
दिए ना कि हमारा
over to the
डाटा
EXP
ज्यादा यूज
lane.
हो रहा है. मैंने
Let's
नाटा
probably
बुला
go
के
for
कटवाना
all
है.
out again,
बता रही हूँ.
given the fact that it would
शॉर्ट
probably
स्ट्रीम
come
करो
in
तो
handy
नखरे चढ़ते
against
हैं
the
सबके.
Khalid in the late game, even though he would
हमारा
lose
डाटा
the
यूज
early
हो रहा है.
game
हमारा
because
डाटा
Khalid has
यूज हो रहा है,
quite
हम नहीं
a
देख
high
पाएंगे.
damage in the early game, and
वहीं
along with the
पड़े.
power X or
वाटर
maybe the
बॉटल
thunder
लाए
that he
हैं.
stacks
हाँ जी
onto
लाए
that
हैं.
is quite a
आपका
demonic boost though.
They ban out the Mia again. I'm not sure what Fate09 are cooking
मेरा
here.
बॉटल
Mia
मेरे
has
पास
been a
है.
staple pick, of
सैवेज
course, in the lower
मैंने
ranks,
रखा है
lower
अपने
tier
पास.
ranks. It's a pocket pick that's been popped up every now and then.
किलर
But
गुड
for
मॉर्निंग.
now,
बहुत बढ़िया.
I
गुड
feel
मॉर्निंग.
like
हाँ
it's gonna
हाँ.
be a
7:30
problem
बजे
on
गुड
the other
मॉर्निंग.
side
इवनिंग के.
because they have the
ठीक है
Claw
भाई.
that's open, but it'll be a
ठीक
problem
है.
against this composition. They need something that's a little bit more of a
टूर्नामेंट के
tank
नशे हो रहे
carry
सैवेज
here.
को.
Could be a
अगेन
good
फैनी
one, but
गेम प्ले.
Tens once again
भाई
going for that
व्हाट द
Fanny.
हैक. पिछले
They
मैच में
want to
फैनी
get the
क्या कर
clean
ली
up, but
थी जो वापस से
this
फैनी उठाया है.
composition,
क्या
I'll be
सोच के?
honest, Fair 7 Esports, it kind of
I
doesn't
mean
make
what?
sense why they have a lot of AoE with this Terizla, with the Atlas. They have an AoE with the Valier as well, but the Fanny, you're just trying to pick off someone and instantly replying with a Cho on the other side. They don't want to go with a marksman. They want to go with a
गुलाबी
double fighter
आंखें
composition to make
जो
sure this Fanny
तेरी
has an absolute
देखी
terrible game.
शराबी
But the
ये
jungler, this Lancelot, finally, we're going to see a lot
दिल
of fast hands come in play.
संभाला
While
मुझको
Beatboxer, I'm not sure if
ओ
Popol and Koopa
मेरे
is the greatest option over here once again.
संभालना मुश्किल
Maybe go for the Freya themselves, but I still feel like maybe a Brody could be the answer here.
Oh, you're missing the fact that there is also a Changi or Lunox, or maybe they could go for the Sicilian just to make sure they get their hands in the late game, even though,
तुझ
like,
पे
given the fact that
फिदा
they got the Fanny along with the Valier. So
मैं क्यों
the early game
हुआ
damage possibly they could have
आता है
with these two
गुस्सा
heroes, and also
मुझे प्यारी
if
पे
not those heroes, they could probably go with the Ruby to answer down that Joe, which would be probably on the gold lane. You know,
Yeah,
that's one of the thought I'm
गाइस
hoping for, but
मैंने
leaving all those
डुगाटी
options,
पे
they are
40
probably
ड्रॉस कर दिए
prioritizing that Hanabi. I mean,
और मेरा
in
In
a
a
बिंगो
way,
way,
इतना वाहियात आया है
they
ना
in
could
a
just
way.
be
मैं आप
possibly
लोगों को
joyous
दिखाना
moves
पसंद
like,
करूंगी
yay,
मेरा
let's go,
बिंगो क्या
that's
आया
my
है
hero.
मेरा और ऐश का दोनों का
yeah, I
शेयर
think
करती हूँ
at this
मुझे
point in
बताओ
time
ये
is
बिंगो
just
पे क्या खुलेगा
looking at how it could be this Hanabi that
वैसे
kind
तो
of wraps it up, right? Definitely Skate is out there
स्क्रॉल
somewhere
करते
smiling and
करते तो
laughing
नहीं
at
डाटा
the
यूज
fact that Beatboxer picked up
होता
Hanabi
अब वाई
against the
टीम
Lancelot.
में भी
Nonetheless, it could be a problem
गाइज
for
ये
them,
बिंगो देख के
but at the
बताओ
same
क्या
time, it
ओपन हो
could
सकता है
be
हम
the
लोग
bane
का
of their existence as
आज ही
well.
बिंगो
So
की है
Fair 7 Esports with the Hanabi
रुको
have the Higanbana, the Pedal Barrage. That will
थांबा
do quite a lot of damage.
वाइट वाइट देखो ये मेरा बिंगो है
We are getting ready to get in the land of
ये
Ram,
मेरा
ladies and
बिंगो है
gentlemen. But of course, once again,
ये मेरा है
let's just pause the
क्या
game
लगता है क्या
slightly
ओपन
because
होगा
let's not forget we
हेलो
don't want to give
आंटी
any of the
हेलो
teams any untoward
चाचा
advantage
अब्दुल
to
ये मेरा
and
है
give them an upper
क्या
hand that
लगता है
way.
क्या
It's got
ओपन
to be a
होगा
clean game. And
ये आया
Sasuke,
फर्स्ट
of
यहाँ पे
course, we
सेकंड यहाँ पे
gotta.
ऐसा था मेरे को
What
लगा
do
था
you
ऐसे
think? I
खुल
know you
जाएगा
saw the
ये
Hanabi.
सीधी
I know you're
जाएगी डंडी
excited.
बट
What
भैंस
do
की
you think
टांग
is gonna
ऐसा आ
happen?
गया
Which team
ये
better draft?
ऐश का है ये ऐश का है
Speaking of the AoEs and the
क्या
attacks and
ओपन
damage,
होगा
I do
हमको
think like Fairs
कुछ
Fate
बताए
09 do
चैट
have the
बताए
upper hand just because
फैनी
they
बी लाइक मुझे
secure the
मेरा
gun in the
हीरो बाकी
92nd
सब
pick
गेम गया भाड़
just
में
after the
सही
Atlas.
बात है
So, in
मेरे को
terms
कोई
of damage,
बताएगा
they will be
ये
probably
ऐश का है
connecting down that fatal. Like, imagine this
हमको क्या
theoretical
ओपन होएगा
things which I'm about to throw. You
फिर
have the
से ये लोग
Valentina
आ गए गेम का क्या सीन है गेम दिखाओ भाई गेम गेम हमको गेम देखना
The
है
last time I really saw Valir and how they're going to execute it. I guess maybe they just want to disrupt the Khalid. One of my favorites does this game. Or
The side laners,
फाइनली
yeah, I think.
they are continuing
फाइनली
with the pause being undone.
Yeah, I think Sasuke, if you take a look at what happened, both the side laners actually
अब
got an
मस्त
early
बैंगन आप
clear.
कैसे हो
Genos, however, forced to flicker out of harm's way. And that early clear on both sides means that they have the rotation priority. And that's the mobility that we were talking about. Look at Ryuzake all the way in the top lane.
आंटी का बन गई
bot out
अब्दुल
so
का ऐसे ही चलता
early,
रहता है
and
यार
now
डोंट
Tens
माइंड
didn't even take his
फायर वेलकम टू द
red.
स्ट्रीम
And guess what? That is first blood, easy peasy, lemon
इरिथर और
squeezy, 30
बेनेडेटा में भी
FPS. Not having a great time in the first game, not having a great time the second one either.
Ultimately, I do think like
और
that
ऐश का
Wally pick was quite an unconventional pick, but looking at
ऐश का
the position coming in from Kai, he is looking desperate as to just lock out the farm and just make Tans a little bit more like stressed out in the dire situation, because having such a good, I mean, not the good time, but the opposite of good time, the bad times for Fanny is not the good pick, but oh, we missed a fight.
Oh my
Chin,
goodness, yeah,
chin,
they're
chin,
trying to
chin,
do
chin,
something
chin.
indeed, but not able to
Chin,
do
chin,
so. That
chin,
was
chin,
1-1.
chin,
Yoon got taken down indeed, just before the turtle as well. So that means he might not get the power spike that he so badly needs, but Ten's not having a
Faith
great time in
09
the jungle
okay
either. Not able to get the pick off on a fan. He just got one kill, so that should give him the advantage that he so very badly needs. But look at Genos here, getting zoned out by Deadly Mikimira, but that pick off,
ठीक है भाई एटलास
I think it was
ठीक है
just trying to bite
चाउ
off
से
more
मर
than
लो
chew.
तुम चाऊ से मर
But
जाऊं।
damage from Chu is no joke. I don't think like he is going to focus on full damage build instead of a semi-sustainable build. But looking at the Lord, not the Lord, but the turtle, the dance is already being shown, and that is the penalty zone connecting down three
अरे
members and
फायर
countered
उसने
by.
नाइट बॉट ने
Oh,
आपने
wait a
आंटी बोला ना
minute!
उसका
In the
रिप्लाई
midst of
किया है।
fight, it is Terizla securing that
आंटी
kill, and
बोलोगे
that
तो वो
hammer
नाइट बॉट
is
भड़क जाता है,
bonking
गुस्सा
them
आता है
very
उसे।
hard. Double kill
आप
for
उनको
Terizla
पूरा
almost.
स्किन गिफ्ट
This
कर
time,
दो यार
Atlas using
कोई।
his flicker,
अच्छा
looking
जी,
for a kill, and he will be just securing
अगले
it there.
जन्म में
Last
आना
bit of
मिलेगी।
wraps which was left down.
ठीक है भाई।
Yeah, I think at this point that team fight was quite clean indeed. I mean, oh, I'm about to say it was quite messy. Let's be honest. I mean, I can't really say that was the cleanest team fight that came around, but both teams trading blow for blow means that they're trying to
आए
get something. But look at
आए
Tens
गई
right
कहाँ
now. He
मिला?
wants to get the kill on towards Kai. He's quite
गई गई
tanky
भाई
indeed.
गई
That is
गई।
a Carmilla that gets the kill
यार
on
मैं
towards
सोचूं
30
ये बार प्रोमो
FPS.
पे
And a
से ना
flicker
अच्छे
forward
से
for
रिकॉल
Fate Zeus. He
निकालूं
has to terrify. He goes
डायमंड्स
for it,
लगा
gets
के।
pushed back
ये
as
स्किन्स तो
well.
देखो
And
यार,
right now
गेम ही
takes
दे
away the
देती है
fatal
अपनी।
links.
मोबाइल
30
लेजेंड
FPS
गेम
might
इतनी
get caught.
ओपी है
Envy
ना
Genesis there. He
कि
could go for the
वही
way of the
हर
dragon.
इवेंट
Yes,
पे
he
एपिक
does. You
स्किन्स
Kundo
दे
way
देती
of the
है।
dragon to pick up the
सो
kill.
और
Meanwhile,
ऐसी कोई स्पेशल
Ryusake
स्किन भी नहीं है जो मुझे
providing
पसंद है और
the
मैं
zone and taking
प्रोमो
away
पे
deadly
लेने का सोच
Mikimura
रही हूँ। ऐसी कोई
from
स्किन नहीं है
taking away his
फिलहाल देखा
attention
जाए
and
तो।
not protecting
तो
30
थिंकिंग
FPS
टू
goes to show that they have a game plan
यूज
here.
आर
Double
प्रोमो
fighter
डायमंड
composition is starting to work out.
on
Sasuke,
अच्छा
they
वाला
want to make
रिकॉल।
that
आई एम
early
नॉट हैविंग
rotation
अच्छा
once again, and
रिकॉल।
Nuzan catches them off guard,
सो
realizes that he shouldn't let them
रिकॉल
do
लेने का
so,
सोच रहे हो आप लोग को?
and
क्या लगता है, सही
tries to
सोच
push
है?
them back. Yes, he
क्या
does.
मुझे
Tens
रिकॉल
finally
लेना
picks up
चाहिए?
with that Sky Piercer. Should be going for these early kills right now, but they don't
और
realize
डायमंड्स
Genesis is on
लगेंगे
the
तो
orange
लगा
buff.
दूंगी 500 जितना भी है।
Well, that could be quite a sneaky place, but looking at raiding stance from being utilized in a defensive way, so that is a huge resources just taken out right before the turtle. And looking at this, stance might be in some trouble. Oh, that is the flicker combination coming in from Cho, but oh, imagine if that connected successfully over to that fan, it would be a way of dragon connecting down and making sure you
प्रोमो
get the
डायमंड
hyper
आने
just
वाला
right
है।
before the turtle.
माँ का
Yeah,
फ्लाइट,
I think that was quite
माँ का
risky
फाइट
indeed
है?
from their side.
माँ
He
का
actually
फाइट
got a
ये क्या
little
होता है?
overzealous,
बाइंगन।
overconfident, overcommitting even. Genos not realizing that he did
मैं
not
सोच रही हूँ
have
यार,
the
आई एम नॉट
backup. He
श्योर।
realizes
फ्रैंको
his
लेगा
damage
मैं
is
तो
good enough.
बैंगन। कौन सा
201. I
फ्रैंको?
wish I could take a look at the items,
आपके
but
पास
look
तो
at
है ना
Nuzan
फ्रैंको
swinging that hammer.
लेजेंड?
Tens goes in with steel cables. No cut for
शायद
Luz yet, but there
3
is
आप।
curse the blood
ओह
comes in. Fatal
नाइस
links there.
अल्टीमेट भाई,
The
क्या
raging
कॉम्बो हो रहे हैं।
sandstorm one after the other,
टिग्रियल की न्यू
compiling
स्किन,
all that
रूबी
damage,
की
piling it
स्पेशल
up, and
स्किन
30 FPS next on the
आने
chopper
वाली
block.
है।
There goes
रूबी
the
की
way of the
स्पेशल
dragon.
स्किन भी
Kai
आने वाली है।
provides a little bit of damage with the crimson
मुझे नहीं
flower,
पता था
and they get the kill. That is 4
भाई।
down.
टिग्रियल कौन
Beatboxer,
चलाता है?
the
मैं तो नहीं
only one left
चलाती।
standing,
मतलब
finally
हाँ,
picks up
कभी
the
कभी खेल
corrosive
लेती हूँ,
sight. So of
बट
course the
आई डोंट
damage is going
वांट
to start
स्किन।
racking up,
टिग्रियल
but
का
it
स्पेशल
might be
स्किन
too
मुझे
little
बहुत
too
सही
late.
लगता है, लाइक
Mhm.
काफी यूनिक
Looking
एंड
at the itemization, I'm
लुक्स
quite sure that
जॉट
the
लगते हैं
Sky
उसके।
Piercer quite be coming in handy for this Fanny once she gets her on to the kills, and probably looking at the kills and the death, I don't think like it's already 10 stacks, but that Joe he is some kind of a monster because the amount of damage he is dealing a 3-4-0. Definitely he
गाइस स्ट्रीम
is
अटक रहा है
feeding
क्या?
over to that 30 FPS in the mid
क्या
lane.
स्ट्रीम अटक रहा है मेरा? अटक अटक के चल रहा है
Yeah, I think
कि
right
चल रहा है सही
now
से?
they're trying to invade once again. The searing torrent coming out from 30 FPS to push them back. The orange is reset, and let's not forget the idea behind Fair 7
नहीं
Esports draft
नहीं
is
है,
just
एक
to
और
take
लेना है।
those team
कौन सी
fights
ले
up.
रहे
They
हो?
want to get that fatal links going in.
फ्रैंको
They
की।
want to provide that 5v5 fight, but Kai here could be the answer for the side of Fate 09 because they have that curse of blood that could just link them all up and compile all that damage. But I think on the top side they really want to get beat.
कौन सी
Boxer.
ऐसे फ्रैंको
They're
की जो अभी
catching him
तक
off
लेना
guard. The pincer is
बाकी है?
going in. Phantom execution used. Thorn Rose comes out. That is an easy peasy lemon squeezy kill on them on the top side. Deadly Mikimura can't really do anything. Even if he provides the fatal links, there's no damage. And look at that, they're catching him off guard. But Tens goes in with the steel cables. No damage done, no purple buff. 30 FPS can only do so much.
उनका
as
डैमेज ही
there
नहीं
is
है।
no
लेवल
damage
देखो
being
कितना
dished out
ज्यादा
yet. The
है
goal lead
डब्ल्यू
already
का।
5,000 in the hands of Fate 09's. Tens goes in once again, but oh my goodness, look at you. And he's just bobbing and weaving with that, but there it is. The Fatal Links comes in. They get the kill finally. Raging Sandstorm to get out of harm's way. And meanwhile, on the backside, Nuzan gets taken down. Geno's here. He probably has the way of the dragon, wants to get a pick off, but realizes not the right
मेरे
time to
पास
do
एक
so, but
स्किन और
prevented Tens
आ
from
गया
getting the
तो
purple buff
टिग्रियल ऑल स्किन हो
means that
जाता।
they definitely have the advantage. They
वाह,
have the macro
क्या बात
control.
है।
And they are
एक सेकंड रुको,
contesting
मैं
this
बाल
one
बांध लूं.
with all that they can. Searing Torrent as well, Sasuke, to make sure they reset that one. Kai not letting it go back. Yeah, I think this purple is quite contested, Sasuke.
Oh, that is true. And looking at the amount of damage that not the Vexana, but the Valentine is dealing is just too humongous, and that will be the deadly Mikimura going down, and that is the Fanny bet.
मेरे को
Oh,
एक बात
wait a
नहीं
minute! The penalty zone
एक बात नहीं
bonking four
समझा.
members,
ओ
but that is the curse of blood
फैनी
along
क्यों
with
पिक
Ewing
किया था यार?
going too
प्रीवियस
deep,
मैच
and
में
he
भी
will
तो
be
फैनी पिक
taken
किया था.
down as Hanabi
कुछ
is
नया
there right up
ट्राई कर
under
सकते
the
थे रेड
sleeves. But
साइड
wait
रेड
a
टीम.
minute, Genos, this guy. He is such a devastating, deadly monster. He just turned back, finished him off, and this time I do think like he is going to go down because it's quite a 1v3 situation, and no way he's gonna get safe from that dire situation though. But he did his best, given the fact that he killed most of the time. The 30 FPS is down in the battle, along with the big beatboxer. He is showing up in the in the fight this time, but the Lord is up, and I don't think like it could be anyone's Lord. The fact that Fate 7 are playing it safe is just because they got
Oh
over their
my goodness. This is what I was talking about. Sasuke, sorry to cut you off, but they went in. Fate Links was their Curse of Blood came out, and looks like Fate09 are
मेरे
trying to bite
पास
off more than they can chew. They
एसटीसी
got the
सारी
shutdown
स्किन है
finally.
और आप
That's what
एसटीसी
they were
खेलते भी
talking
नहीं. आई
about.
थिंक
And look at that Phantom
इज इट.
execution to pick up
ये
the
चीज़
kill.
मेरे
I
साथ
think
भी
Deadly
होती है. जो
Mikimura
हीरो हम कभी
tried to
खेलते नहीं
go
उसका
in a
सारा
little too
कलेक्शन
much,
जमा
got
होता है हम पे.
overzealous,
फॉर नो
overcommitted
रीज़न
at that
हमको
point, and then they gave
गेम
away the
वही
advantage. They
स्किन
were slowly
ज़्यादातर
trying to get back, cutting down
देती
the
है.
goal lead to about 3,000. But meanwhile, on top side, Beatboxer caught off guard, gets the kill there, is Genos. But look at
आई
that,
मीन
he goes in with the
सीरियसली
Thorn Rose to
गाइस.
get the kill as well. Yoon will get the killing spree. Actually, Yoon goes down on towards tens, so they're trading blows
Samir,
back to
welcome to
back.
the
But guess
stream.
what? The better end of the
You
trade
look
going towards
cute,
Fair
but
7 Esports
thank
because they're catching
you.
up to gold slowly but surely. And now this is where they want to be. They want to be to the fact
Welcome,
where
good
Beatboxer is
evening.
available for these team fights, and now they're gonna
I
pick
don't
these
understand
5v5s that
why
is
I
so
get
very needed for their side.
those hero skin.
Mhm.
अरे सेम
The
सेम
amount
मेरे
of
साथ
pressure
भी
that
होता है
the
यार.
Fate
जो
Zero
हीरो में
9 are
खेलती नहीं उसका
pressuring
स्किन का
down to
कलेक्शंस है मेरे
the
पास.
sevens
For no
is
reason.
just too humongous. And
Like
every
for
time they
seriously no
are
reason.
doing the battle just because for the fan is blue, because they know an
Yeah.
arcane Registang Storm will be the one connecting down the fatal links. But this time the curse of blood won't be connecting down, and that will be the nose and on to the killing spree. He is just a true monster, given the fact that he was sustaining too much amount of damage from the Fate 09.
Yeah, look at Yoon. Thorn Rose comes out. Phantom Execution gets the shutdown while Tens gets his own on the back line. Kai and Fadezus traded for Tens and Newsen right now. Tens actually went down. And at this point in time, they want to go in. Look at that. Punctures his way in. Yoon picks up the kill again while Genos is trying to stop them. Beatboxer actually being looked upon and being right now, he's just the sole target. And he's not able to dish out the damage because they're so mobile on the side of Fate09 that he's not able to do anything. Forced to recall. That means the bot side, tier 2, is actually on target, but the Lord quite easily picked up by Phase09 over here, Sasuke. So it could be a problem for the side of Fair 7 Esports, but they do have the Hanabi, they do have the Valir, so they can possibly defend. But Tens right now needs to go for a pick off so that they'll have an easier time trying to defend this Lord that's actually now marching down the bot side.
That is true, and
Mountain
given the
Dark
fact that
System
Joe
इसलिए.
is creating or being a nuisance for the enemy team because he likes to make his plays and making sure that he takes out the big boxer out of the game. But in the fact, in the middle lane, that is Raging Sandstorm along with the flicker, making sure he gets Tens out of the team fight. And the Lord is still marching down, and it is a two-member away from Fair 7 Esports, and they are currently in a dire situation because there are all the five members along with the Lord marching down towards the base, and there is the beautiful execution
Ooh.
from you and that puncture along with the Thorn Rose, making sure he gets that kill over to that Hanabi.
Yeah, I think now that their defense mechanism has fallen down along with the inhibitor on the bot side, Holy defense is all proc 12 minutes into the game, so it's not available. So they should be having a hard time to defend. So this could actually be the end coming in Fate09 as well. They have, oh my goodness, look at that. Yun is just flexing with those punctures, goes in, and the Thornrow is being used. So this could be trouble for Yun. Nozen goes into the flicker and the penalty zone as well, while Ryukaze trying to get into the back line.
चलो
But 30 FPS
जो
has the
स्किन
damage. He
होना
has the
रहता
winner
वो
crown as
नहीं
well.
देता
And look at that curse of blood being
या
popped one after the other, trying to fall down like
कभी
dominoes.
कभी
But
दिमाग
Ryukaze
खराब
next up the
कर
chopping
देता
block
है
will
ये
be
4
taken down.
टोकन्स
Beatboxer
देता
finally
है
back, but oh my goodness, the damage from
उसमें
Genos
भी
is a little
डुगाटी
too much
स्टिकर्स
as the way of the dragon point
गाइस
blank
मैंने कभी
range
भी मोबाइल लेजेंड्स
snipes
नहीं
him
खेला
down, gets the damage done, and
और
Beatboxer is not
ये
having a great game. He's not having a
स्ट्रीम
great
मुझे
series. The
रिकमेंडेशन में
Hanabi
आया
needs
है
to stay alive, and
क्या
Fair
पता ये
7
स्ट्रीम
Esports need
आपको
to
बुलाती हो कि
prioritize to
आप आ
protect
जाओ
the
हमें
Hanabi.
देख लो
But
हमारे
while
से
they're trying
बातचीत
to
कर लो
engage,
ये
leaving
भी हो सकता
Beatboxer
है आपने
wide
कभी
open,
खेला
and
नहीं
that
है
is a
बट
free
आपको
reign for
रिकमेंड में आई
Genos.
है
7-1-2 on the Cho is absolutely having a
शायद ये स्ट्रीम आपको
fabulous, fantastic
बुला रही
game.
थी कि आप आ जाओ स्ट्रीम
That
पे आ
is
जाओ
true. And the Fair
और आप
7
आ गए
Esports, they are just prioritizing
तो
towards
इसी
the
बात पे अब
combination of
डाउनलोड
the
करो
fatal links
मोबाइल
along with the
लेजेंड
penalty
5
zone.
प्ले
Either of
स्टोर
them
से और
commits,
हमारे
and
साथ
there
खेलना
is the
शुरू
flicker
करो
ultimate coming in. And look at that again. After fatal links connecting down two members, and within an instant, there is the penalty zone
ना ना
marking
ना
down. But
ना
this
ना
time,
ना ना
it is the game over because it
ना
seems
ना
like this
ना
is the scenario. Look at that
ना
show.
Oh my goodness, that's what I was talking about. That damage is absolutely insane. Can Tens really defend? It's a lonely Fanny, and look at Yun puncturing his way in and out. The recall taunts are coming in. Tens is only trying to use the steel cables to flex as well. He's trying to defend, but not able to do so. Fair 7 Esports,
कौन
farewell,
सा गेम वैसे
goodbye. Because
ये
Fate
मोबाइल लेजेंड
09,
का
oh
गेम
my
है
goodness,
काइंड ऑफ
what a performance,
बीजीएमआई का
what a
पीडीएम
draft.
जैसा
And
ही है
Yun,
बट
of
इसमें इतना
course,
मजा आता है क्योंकि
flexing
इसमें बहुत
his
सारे रोल्स भी
prowess
खेलने को
on the
मिलते हैं आपको
assassins, while Genos saying that I
और
am
यहाँ
not
पे
just a
5 लोग खेल
marksman player,
सकते
I
हैं
can also
बीजीएमआई में
play
4 लोग
Cho in
खेल
the
सकते हैं
goal
यहाँ पे
lane.
5 लोग खेल सकते हैं
That is true, and looking the fact that 8-1-2, and I don't think like Janos would be the fair to go MVP for this game because the amount of nuisance he created by staying low into the enemy jungle, prioritizing the marksman along with 30 FPS was just too great, and
against each other in this game will be fan favorite Dads and Sons versus Square One. I am your host Numi, and on the caster desk we have Jenny and Linwell. So, Jenny, what are your thoughts about Dads and Sons since it is one of the top teams in India?
Well, yeah, if Dads and Sons versus Square One, I think Dads and Sons gonna have a really, I don't know,
ओके
I
आज
won't say
देखता
easy, but
बिल्कुल
could be that
आपको
they
ही मजा
dominate
आएगा
the other team. That's the
अभी तो
Square One,
टूर्नामेंट
and I
चल
would
रहा
say
है
why not Circle One, Limo?
मोबाइल लेजेंड 5 का नॉर्थ
Yep,
ईस्ट
indeed.
कप का
And they have faced
तभी हम
against
सब
a
वो देख
lot
रहे हैं
of great teams in the
आप भी
tournament here. And
देखें
we're
आपको ही
already on
मजा
to the
आएगा
semifinal stage two.
आई
Not too good.
एम
And that's the
डेफिनेटली
Suns here
श्योर
is
मजा
coming out
आएगा
very strong. Although they are going to go for a best of three series. So I'm hoping they have a really good plan lined up first. And maybe even could utilize Suyo. And we did see Specs of Doom on the drum roll who has been playing impeccable for setting up his teams. And I hopefully, I want to see some ultimate wombo combos
ज़्यादा
here
से
coming
ज़्यादा
from
चैनल
Death
को
and Sun,
शेयर करें
and to send Square One back to
चैनल
the
को
drawing board.
लाइक करें चैनल
Possibly
को
to
लाइक करें
let them
नहीं
start
होता है
over for
पिंकी
Square
स्ट्रीम
One.
को लाइक
But
करें और
no
चैनल
offense,
को
Square
सब्सक्राइब
One
करें
could,
दीपेश
maybe they
वेलकम टू
have
द
a
स्ट्रीम
really good
दोनों
chance on
कास्टर
Sunday
सेम
against
लग
Death and
रही
Sons
है
also. But yeah.
सेम लग रही है दोनों कास्टर
Well, yeah, well, as Linwell mentioned, it is going to be a best of three match. And, well, let's not be too judgy again. So maybe Square One will dominate Dads and Sons. Well, who knows? So, anyways, guys, let's get into the draft as the draft has already begun. And Jenny and Linwell, let's not make the viewers wait too much as you guys take on the draft now.
Yeah, we're on the draft, and we can already see that the Matilda, Ruby, and Phobia is a lot of power picks, and so is Khalid, also
बाय
banned.
गाइस
So
ट्राई
Harriet and
करके आऊँगा
it is
ट्राई
follows by
करके
well,
आऊँगा
Linwell, break it down.
ठीक है आइए
Yep, indeed. A
पधारे
very strong match
पधारे
coming from
जब
both
भी
teams
आप
side
आएंगे
here, especially the
आपका
Khalid.
स्वागत
Yeah,
करेंगे
very smart decision. But you know what? This leaves it open for Dads and Sons here. It's none other than your favorite boy, Chip, the best roamer in the game currently, even in the esports scene. And Doom is going to have an amazing time locking that in. It's looking like a great start for the side of Dancing Sun. Blue team can decide the flair of the draft flowing forwards, but to counter this, there are still certain picks here. Namely, for example, the Arlet's still open for the drawing board, or even the Lunox could be a great answer to this, but Aurora's still open. Lots of good heroes to counter this shit possibly. And Jenny, we just might see it.
Well, that was a really good trade. I think the
Na na
Harriet
na
ban was a
na
little
na
early. They could have
na
waited
na
to at the first phase of the draft of the banning session. They could have taken chip off the table, but they let it out there, and they are looking for a Garot Kacha. Maybe could be a good option. It's a really hard engager, and so is Suyo. Okay, and this is good. If they have the Garot Kacha as the EXP, they already got a really hard engager, and Suyu is a follower. So I think, yeah, not bad to start.
अगर शुद्ध हिंदी में कास्टिंग की जाए तो कैसी होगी? बहुत
Moody
सुंदर होगी,
Jazz on the Suyo, kind of
बट
playing
शुद्ध
Optimum
हिंदी
and
आती
Renegades
नहीं है ना
also
आजकल कुछ
against
लोगों को।
Kacha.
क्या
But
कर
they
रहे हैं
start,
क्या खा रहे हैं आंटी?
Suyo
वैसे खा नहीं रही।
and Gatwa Kacha. We have
मेरा
seen
एक
combos
पार्सल
being
आया
lined
था
up. Suyo goes in with the
जिसमें
initiation, Gatwa Kacha with the LG. It has been
क्या
very
मंगाया था वो
impactful
बोलना
for a lot
पड़ेगा
of
क्या?
teams, but they need again one
हाँ,
more after that. I feel
तो
like
पार्सल
Aurora
खोल के
added to
देख रही
this
थी
bunch would be
कैसा है।
perfect for the side of
इयररिंग्स
Team Square 1.
मंगाए थे मैंने,
But that and Sun slot
इयररिंग्स फॉर
insane
दिवाली,
on that link once again alongside Invoker on the
तो वही
Zushin.
देख रही थी।
That's a lot of damage with the sustainability provided from the Zushin, just able to juggle the enemies inside the square one in a lot of scenarios from the early to mid game, and that is what you want to see with alongside a chip, which alone insane. He just might pull off
दिमाग
some
काम
insane
नहीं करता
moves.
फिर।
Yeah, this guy is crazy on the lane, and there has been no respect ban for that lane. Might regret as well. So they're gonna lock onto that
Yeah.
Vixana early on. I think they could have gone for something else. Don't you think? Like Vixana, she is good. I think an Aurora could have been a better option. Although the Deadly Grouse gonna come in handy, but I don't know how far. Okay.
Yep, indeed. For bands coming up also, the second phase of ban, the Expo alongside the Carmilla, two very strong heroes, Seller as well. Carmilla,
Nanaplayz,
very
Nanaplayz,
pairs along very
Nanaplayz.
well with the
Mikasa,
AOG,
yes,
or
welcome to the
even to the
stream. Good
Vexana
evening.
as
Oh
another
my
Guardian.
god. Yes, yes,
It's
yes,
quite
Mikasa. बोलो
understandable.
बोलो बोलो बोलो।
If you're on side of square
Yes,
one, yeah,
बोलो
you
बोलो।
want to look out to ban
स्ट्रीम डिले है
those
तो अभी
XP
भी मैं
laners, which
बोलो बोलो
might
बोलो
pose
बोलो।
Gatkacha a little bit of threat. That is the Arlet, Bandov, and the side of Dats and Sons here. They'll need to answer it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd
Yeah.
say the Romer ban. I guess the Matilda or
Yeah.
Edith. Oh, never mind. Edith's banned already.
Na na na
Yep.
na na.
Matilda will actually be okay. Matilda's banned as well. Carmella's banned. They're targeting their roam options already
Oh.
because they get to pick one. And Lunox. Wait, Lunox. Okay, they thought maybe they could go for a Lunox goal lane, so they're
Yeah.
trying. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But indeed, sort of square one here, possibly thinking about certain picks to go for. I'd say, namely, go for the goal laner in this scenario. Give a little bit of room for your roamer, although to counter a chip, like what are the options available still? It's maybe a Nathan, maybe a
Yeah.
Ruby, but then again, you're gonna lack a little bit on the damage after going against a Zeus. You need to have something to provide resistance against the Zushin, which yesterday a lot of teams struggled a lot against the Zushin. So alongside, they had a Vexana as well, so we're seeing deja vu of it. But Poe on the Kufra, I don't think this is the answer for it.
Hello Light, welcome to the
I
stream.
think they mainly picked the Kofra for Ling over here. Maybe he wants to try and counter Ling with a bouncing ball. We'll see how far he's going to be successful with that.
Good
Okay, they're
evening.
considering. Okay, I thought it was going to be a Hylos, but then it's a Grok on the EXP lane, which is another hard engager with a wild charge. Okay, not bad. They are yet to pick a goal laner. What could it be? Ruby is banned. My bad. Oh, a Beatrix sniping coming in. What do you think about this?
That's going to be pretty great with either Bennett or the Renner's ultimate, and able to position really well. There's a lot of space for breastplate to have on the battlefield. Core QT with the walls or even the wall charges. Sometimes Doom also has a lot of zoning potential along the Zushin. So Breastplate's gonna have a really fun time unless she gets opposition or get caught by the AOG, which it does have the flicker for it. So you can be more flexible. So Square One here, a little bit more difficult for them in at least the early to mid stages here against the Grog, against the Chip, against the Zushin. So it's gonna be pretty hard in that team fight that's coming up in the turtle lane. Although even we might even see some skirmishes break down before the turtle lane, and that's in Sun here, looking very strong. Hyojin looking to close it out, maybe, but goes for a Clint. Okay, Clint. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best option.
Well, I agree that they're gonna have a safe space for Breastplate in the box, given Doom and Koriwadi in the front line. What about Kyujin? They also have a Kufra, they also have a Tadakacha, but the problem here is they have Ling on their opponent, played by Insane. He's gonna dive all the way back into the back line and try and take away Kyujin as well
अच्छा
as
pick है
NB
यार.
Jutsu. That will be the problem. As for Team Square One, they have the Gacha to jump right into the back line, but then again, will he get the backup? Do you think there's anybody like Suyu? Okay, he does have this
मम्मी
dive ability, but do you think they'll be able to target the backline and go straight up to Breastplate?
My backline, I'm probably gonna highlight Breastplate here instead because
यार
if they
हर
go
मैच
for
स्टार्ट
Invoker
होते
here, the
पॉज
Zushin,
होना
he has
जरूरी है.
to fire for it. He
Like
can bait out the abilities, and
सर
then they can
एकदम
reset
जरूरी
off
है
the
क्या
team
ऐसा?
fights from that snowball. And that's in Suns here, very strong composition. I think that will be the flow of the game. The flow game will be probably judged by Core QT and Doom on those rotations for Jenny.
Guess we've got a technical pause. We're gonna have to wait until the pause is broken. Again, yeah. I think I still didn't get the answer I was looking for from you. I want you to break it down. Will Square One be able to reach up to the back line and target Breastplate?
Oh yeah.
And,
Okay.
yeah.
My bad. I was
Let
focusing
me check
more on
मैं
that
डिले कम
sets,
कर
but yeah.
सकती हूँ
For
क्या?
Square One,
बहुत ज़्यादा डिले.
very reliant on this Suyo here.
वीडियो
Needs to land perfect initiation and
स्ट्रीम
maybe bait out those purifiers. So purifiers
जो
also cooled down for 80 seconds. You know, fade it out, go back, go in, go out. Have some support from the Kufro every now and then alongside the Vexana. You go for the big bang. You go for the big combos with the Kufra, with the AOG here on the Gavel. Follow it up, and then the Vexanas as Eternal Guardian. I feel like there's going to be a lot of abilities here that's exploding. But the only
गाइस अभी मैं जल्दी रिप्लाई कर पाऊंगी बिकॉज मैंने जो डिले है ना उसे कम कर दिया है.
from the early to mid is it's
लाइक मैं बहुत लेट रिप्लाई करती हूँ ना,
and the rotations
अब
coming
जल्दी
in.
करूँगी.
They do have the chip on the side of Square One.
ओके
That would have been slightly more easier,
डिले कम कर
but
दिया.
looking
अब
at
मेरी
how
चैट को
Dazzle
मैं अच्छे
Suns
से
usually
रिप्लाई कर
like
पाऊंगी
to
ऑन
take
द स्पॉट.
fast
क्लिंट भी
fights
मस्त
and
है.
rotate quickly for objectives,
डिफेंड बूस्ट
Square
मस्त.
One, they're gonna have a very tough time.
Yeah. I
एक्चुअली
mean, they're already the Invoker up
सही
there.
बात
The
है.
Zushin already forcing them to play away from them. Look at the damage that has been dealt to Jutsu already. Poe maybe trying to connect that. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna do that as of now. Okay.
मैं डिले बहुत ज़्यादा रख दिया था.
Oh, yeah, some boats coming in, still levels forming both sides. There's level 3, a lot insane, and Moody
बारिश हो
Jazz
रही
on the
है.
bot lane side.
एक
Possibly
सेकंड
could
रुको,
go in, but they
चेक
do
करो.
have Flicker
चेक
baits.
करती हूँ.
Doom here
हाँ
from the
बारिश
little
हो
bit.
रही है.
He's just having a good time. Jolly fella. 4 here, gonna be
मैंने हटाया
available
कि नहीं
for
हटाया?
the side of
स्क्रीन
Team
हटाया
Square
है.
1. Moody Jazz rotates, gonna go back to the top lane side. Kufra. Ooh.
Missed the Tyrant's Revenge on Invoker. Oh, sorry, on Breastplate. If it did, I don't think they would have been able to secure the kill though. I mean, they don't have the early game damage so far as of right now with that clean. He does, but I don't think they had the potential to take the first blood onto Breastplate as of now, given the fact that he also had that flicker. I mean, bouncing ball was there, but still, don't you think?
Yeah, a little too far-fetched. But you
Yeah.
know, here for the side of Square One, now rotations coming in, but a little bit more slower. Moody Jazz still on the lead here, but has to go back for his red buff. So Poe will have to reinstate those locations in the map control, which currently the Lito has been scouting so much for the side of Dads and Sons, and they will be pushing on forward. Level 4's available, chip almost also level 4, and gonna be precisely on time. Kufra, that was a weird charge there, but Dads and Son gonna initiate us off. Core QT starting off the turtle, pulling a bit to its side. Well, Insane still on the red buff, gonna be coming back a little bit late for the team fight. Wait for the abilities.
अगर एनिमी बर्स्ट डैमेज वाले हैं तो थंडरबिल्ड लो डैमेज प्लस टैंक
They're just
ही हो
waiting for
जाता
him to come over there and then take the fight for the turtle, or actually straight away get the turtle. They're setting up actually. Meanwhile, Suyo's still in the bottom lane, maybe trying to back. Okay, he's back. He's back for the turtle. That's Tyrant's Revenge been connected on Invoker, but he uses up his Purify
कितना
quite
पोक कर
early
रही है
in the
यार वो
game.
मेज
The turtle hasn't even been started yet.
यहाँ भी
Don't you
बारिश
think?
हो रही है
Indeed.
स्टेशन फुल है
That's a good bait here from the side of Square One.
गाइस मेरा स्ट्रीम अटक अटक के चल रहा है
Indeed, that's
क्या
a good
या
bait.
मेरे
And
टैब
then,
में ही
you
मुझे
know,
अटक अटक के
this
चलता
might
हुआ
be the kind
दिख
of
रहा
level
है
forces who will be available soon.
मुझे बताओ
They need to capitalize off this, but the positioning for
स्ट्रीम
the
सही
goal
से
chip
चल रहा
has
है
to be
क्या
kept in check for that. No, might see a little bit of action there.
या देयर इज सम इशू
Yeah,
विद माय
Corey
स्ट्रीम
Whitey already on the turtle. Invoker is helping him. 7 at Doom. He is waiting. So, oh, that's an engage. Could be a damage of blood being used up. Could be a first blood as well. And there we go. First blood being taken down by Corey Whitey. Is looking for more. Whole low in HP, but he is the tank, so they're not gonna go after him. But they are chasing down Corey Whitey. Flutter engage been used up. Insanes back in the back line. Taking down Cole. Also gonna go for Renegades up there. Moody Jazz low on HP, and this is gonna be a free turtle for Team Dads and Sons.
Yeah, very good positioning coming from Desmond, especially up, capitalizing off that wall charge there. It's been so good for Lord Insane here with the movement. You know, that's the problem with the chip here. You can have those team fights whenever you want. They do have the huge control abilities, which, you know, the side of team Square One here, if they get interrupted in any of those moments, it's very hard to back up. The flicker, I mean, the blink skill is there with Suyo, but that's the only thing he uses for initiation.
Ooh, the sniper being missed, or else
नहीं
all
अटक रहा है
down.
तो मेरे टैब में
Yeah.
इशू है
Very
फिर
close.
टैब में अटक अटक के चल रहा है स्ट्रीम
All right.
लैग
They're
कर रहा है
waiting,
मे
they're
भी
waiting,
थोड़ा
they're looking for an ambush up there, and Ruzen will be in danger.
नहीं ऐसे
Nanaplayz
पॉज हो
wants to use
जाता
the
है
blitz.
क्या
There
बीच
you
बीच
go,
में वो
Ruzen
पूछ रही
taken
लैग
down. They're
तो
also gonna go for a U2 up there, but oh, the deadly grasp. The deadly
वो
grasp
उनके साइड से
caught
इशू है
Insane,
शायद
and he was shut down. Well, not shut down technically, only have 2 kills as of now, but yeah, they did manage to take Insane down.
वो उनके यहाँ से
Okay.
इशू है
Indeed.
इट्स नॉट माय
Yeah, a bit of mistakes being made by Dats and Sen, but you know, it's the early stages of the round. It's fine. You can play around with fire. Just farm up. It's a Ling. He's so good in mobility and farming. The rest of the teams there, I'm really liking these fast rotates coming in from Dats and Sons. Even besides the chips portal, it's just been impeccable with the Grox.
वहाँ से ऐसा हो रहा है
Grox,
क्या
Grok
चेक
and the
करती हूँ
Lucian
मुझे
rotating
लगता है वहाँ से
whenever
होता होगा
it's necessary in those team fights. And you know, having a Beatrix is like having 2 ultimates at once. So it's so good for those team fights if you combine alongside which
Yeah,
the
chill
current
boy,
Dats and
long
Sons
time no
have
see,
for the
Hasya.
utility.
Yeah. Also, they're all over the map. They're not letting them take on the breastplate as well. They're torturing Moody Just the red buff, harassing him with the fluttering grace. And although the red has been taken down by Moody, they're trying to delay his farm a lot. They're pestering him a lot.
ये डर नहीं
They're
लगता है
also
क्या
gonna
मेज
go
को
and
भाई
irritate him
कैसे
with
खेल रही
purple
है
buff up there. But Turtle is up. They're not gonna be wasting or expending
इधर
of
उधर
their
फेंक रही है
skills or
बस
spells in the bottom lane. Kujin will be taken down. And there we go. It has been finished by Breastplate, but Moody Jazz comes in. Breastplate uses his flicker to escape from the situation.
Very clutch place to be in here. Breastplate, impeccable positioning in there, but that is one spell down. Square One need to take this as to
बेटेक्स
go
की ये
for them
स्किन
to follow
ब्रेटेक्स
through and
ब्रेटेक्स
maybe pick
ये
off
स्किन बहुत सही
Breastplate,
लगती
who
है
is sort of the main mid to late guarantee for the South Dats and Sons. Oh,
A very bad position. Breastplate cut off guard and taken down. Well, oh, he
there
got
it
a
is.
shortcut. He used a shortcut. They're going for the turtle. They're going for a gank in the bottom lane who didn't actually go into their favor. Insane is very low in HP and is forced to recall. The turtle is up there. Actually, this is the right time for Square One to try and use the turtle. I mean, try and get the turtle because most of their skills are expended already.
And Square One could capitalize off that very easily because Suyo's burst damage pretty high. You add the Clint alongside that, and then it's going to be having a great time. Renegade and Kufra are very known here to
आज भी
be
स्कैम
a
हो गया.
great
क्या स्कैम हो
zoner
गया
from
चेबो आपके साथ
preventing enemy
आज?
side from coming
बताओ.
closer, even if they have
क्या
the
हुआ?
taunts and the crown control immunity for the side. Oh my god.
Lord Insane, forced to recall, but he's not recalling. He wants to take the turtle. Look at the damage being given to Corey Whitey. Will they be able to take him down? I don't know. The screen is sucked, but okay. Corey Whitey has been deleted. Turtle is low in HP. Insane going
गोटा
for his
मरेगा,
purple buff.
मर गया.
Meanwhile, Chip there, Doom is taken down. Renegades, the turtle has been taken down by Square One this time. What a gang as of right now, the turtle. Okay, they've also taken down Invoker. Insane is late for the turtle. They're also gonna take down the top 2 turret.
Yep, very good straight off here, and top lane side, especially those engages done by the side Square One was quite good in beating out this because the Zushin has been playing a very important role in zoning on the side Square One, and they just been targeting him and getting that kill is just so good for the side Square One. Able to capitalize more, open up the map more for them to play around with, and even if you have all this speed with rotations, a team that's in sense, if they're cornered around in a corner around in a small cage, it's just going to be more easier for that for Square One. But I might be too
चैट
naive to
फ्रीज
say
हो
that
गई
very
क्या?
early on.
कोई कुछ मैसेज ही नहीं कर रहा है.
Well, this turtle, they mainly lost because everyone
कोई
teleported
मैसेज
to
ही
the
नहीं कर
bottom.
रहा
They
है.
used that shortcut to try and
हाय.
hold breast split, and they had to expend all their resources, all their skills right before the turtle, and Insane was forced to recall. Well, so as of right now in this turtle, they didn't have a proper setup. They missed a little bit out of discipline, but it's okay. I mean, nothing's much lost, right?
सोचा था
Yeah,
4
for now,
डिजिट प्रिंट
it's been
होगा, 6
even.
प्रिंट निकला.
It's
भाई
an
मेरा भी
even playing
सेम
field
हुआ यार.
in
मुझे
top
लगा
lane
था
here.
आज स्किन
Trying
खुल
to go for a
जाएगा,
dive, perhaps.
बट इतना गंदा
Yeah, they're also
प्रिंट
gonna go and
निकला
take
है
down
ना
Paul.
मेरा.
Okay, Flicker being used up to escape.
सोचा नहीं था.
Well, look at Corey Whitey. He's on the bottom lane, pushing turret alone, and there's no one to stop him. They don't even care about what's happening up there.
Indeed, it's having a fun time too. It's the first match of the day, so a little bit more loose with the decisions and to be made also. But that's in sense, we know it still can be underestimated. Square One though has been playing phenomenally well alongside the Suyo has been able to pick off and get great engages for his team. So
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है थोड़ा लैग हो रहा है.
Still have a better. Oh, okay, Poe in danger, and there you go. What was that? What happened? Actually, was it like chip there? Corey Whitey, sorry, not Corey Whitey. Doom caught Poe off guard and teleported everyone up there. Did it happen? Oh, they're actually going in for the Lord uncontested.
गाइस स्ट्रीम अटक रहा है, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है.
Yeah, they did.
I think a little bit of miscommunication there from South, as I said. But yeah, I was expecting them to have a little bit more aggression, especially, you have the space provided by Zushin, and even the Grok added to the mix. It's so good in team fights. The spacing here is a little bit lacking for South. That's in some.
स्ट्रीम अटक रहा है, ऐसे क्यों लग रहा है यार?
Playing so wonderfully well with the timings
क्या
and
हो गया
combinations.
स्ट्रीम को?
Has been able to bring it back a little bit. Oh, there's decisions being made.
Yep, sweet revenge. They took out Poe exactly the same way as they took out Doom as of right now. Okay, machine gun all being used up by Beatrice up. They're gonna take on more. Poe will get down. Also, Q's in. Well, not this time. Moody Jazz chasing down Breastplate, but the flicker play coming in and he will be able to defend the mid-tier turret. Okay, the bottom lane inhibitor might be lost though. Not yet. Okay, not yet. Alright, Lidwell's not up there. Guess he's having some network issue and I'm gonna have to continue. Well, guys, now this match is the best of 3.
Yep.
Oh, you're there. I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
My bad. Continue.
Oh, no. I was. Okay, so far, scoreboards looking a little gray for the stuff that's it. It's only love, but team fight is a few minutes into the matches. After Lord spawn, the next one is going to be the deciding factor possibly, and yeah, Daphne Suns, fortunate, Square One on the lead right now. Are you still right?
Yep. Look at Invoker. He's doing such a good job at zoning them out, while Doom is just he just waits
ओके
somewhere, catches someone
मुंटुन
off
को
guard
बोलो पिंकी जी
alone,
फ्री
and
स्किन
then opens
काम
up his shortcut, and everybody's up
देने
there.
को इस
Surprise, we
चक्कर
got
में
you.
स्किन
But
नहीं
as of
निकल
right
रहे
now,
अरे
could be a
अरे
fight in the purple buff. Corey White, low in HP. Insane comes in,
मैं कैसे
flying up
बोलूं
from the bottom lane, but he goes back. It's not looking for an engage as of right now. Once they
मेल
provide
कर
him
दे
the setup,
लॉल
they actually Renegades low on HP. But well, he got a toucher. Okay, Tyrant's Revenge messed up there. Paul could still be in danger. There's an engage coming in from Doom, but actually he tried to overachieve up there, and that's a killing spree. Moody Jazz actually playing it really safe and quiet. All right. Linwell, can you hear me? Right, I guess he's having some network
अरे
issue.
गाइस
Yeah, that was really cool.
वाईफाई की
I
वजह
think
से हो रहा
the
है
one
ये
that was looking for a fight there was Dad and Sons, and
वाईफाई की
all
वजह से
that
अटक रहा है
Square One
बारिश हो
is
रही थी ना
doing
इसलिए
as of right
वाईफाई
now
स्लो हो गया
is
था
retaliate,
कल्याण
play it
वेलकम टू
safe,
द
and
स्ट्रीम गुड
attack
इवनिंग
back. The
कैसे
Moody
हैं
Jazz
आप
were in danger, could be a shutdown finally,
वाईफाई
and
की
there
वजह
we
से हो
go.
रहा है
Insane manages to
समझ
take
गई
the
मैं
shutdown almost one on one against Sniper being used up to take
अभी
down
सही से
Poe.
चलेगा
That was a good one. Corey Whitey, deadly grasp onto him. Cusin is trying to go back and disengage as far as possible. Doom might actually engage on Renegades up there. He's not gonna use up his shortcut, which he doesn't have actually. Could be a free lord once again from for Dad and Sons. As so far, I don't see anyone contesting for the lord. I mean, Renegades he's there. Obviously, their jungler is dead, so they're not gonna contest. Right, Linwell, are you there? Okay, never mind. Gonna have to continue my monologue alone. Right, Invoker. They're also gonna deny him the purple buff. Insane and Sky
लैग क्यों हो
already.
रहा है
The
वाईफाई
Lord's
इशू
marching
है
from the bottom lane. This Lord could be the game ender, but I
वाईफाई
think they do
इशू
have the resources to defend it as well. We have Yutsu up there. Gonna have to play it really safe because Jum is constantly looking for someone who's alone, who's off guard, and then take him down immediately so they could force push. Okay, that's an engage. Oh, wild charge! That wild charge and double kill by Doom already. Unstoppable
ये
breastplate
देखो
taking down Renegades.
वाईफाई का
Hey,
इशू
this
है
Lord
वाईफाई
could be
स्लो
the
है
game ender. Renegades
वाईफाई की वजह
Invoker
से हो
has been
रहा है
taken down. But
बारिश की वजह
there's
से वाईफाई स्लो
breastplate
हो
is
गया
still there. He's got the damage. Could be a Tyrant's Revenge. Oh! He cancelled the Tyrant's Revenge with the wall. But he will
यहाँ सही
definitely
दिख
take
रहा
it
है
down.
बट आप लोग को
Monster
लैग
kill
दिखता
for
होगा
another double kill, and the crystal is taken down. Very cleanly played. I wouldn't say really clean.
बारिश हो रहा
They
है
did make
वाईफाई
some
स्लो है नाना
mistakes.
का वही
They
तो
did try to
देखो ना
overachieve
आपको
quite a
ओबीएस
few
पे
times,
दिखाया है एमएस
but
हाई
then
दिखा रहा है
again,
बहुत
well played, Dad and Sons. So, guys, you know the score. 1-0. But this is the best of three. I think Numi is back up in the desk.
Hello, guys. That was a pretty interesting match coming up from, Dads and Sons and Square One. Square One did a pretty good job against Dads and Sons, as Dads and Sons is one of the, most stalked teams in, in this tournament. And I feel like the comment section would agree with me. But, Square One did a pretty good job, like going up against Dads and Sons, but let's not lose hope in Square One, as it is a best of three match, and there's still two more matches.
So, second match, better draft. Maybe ban out Lord Insane's Ling, perhaps, or even his Fanny. Give a little bit more respect to that, and don't give a chip if they're the first pick. That's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chip is, kind of a bit annoying hero. It has
Yeah.
been a bit annoying hero in this tournament. So, Jenny, so what are your opinions? Like, do you think Square One, will be able to step up a game on this match, or
वह
will they be the same
वह
in this match
मेन
again?
पार्ट के टाइम पर
Definitely they
स्क्रीन
can,
ऑफ
and
कर
I
दी
hope so. I hope so that they don't make me yawn again.
कौन से मेन
Well,
पार्ट के टाइम पर
we'll see, we'll see. I think they're gonna think
मैं
about
वाईफाई दिखा
what
रही
we
थी
spoke of
मैं
earlier.
वाईफाई दिखा रही थी
Show
ना
some
गाइस
respect to the guy because he streams daily, and these are the heroes that he play all the time. So yeah, ban them and try to crack their draft a little bit. Yep.
पीछे करूँ क्या वापस?
Yeah, I mean, they do need to
बोलो
work on the draft, but I mean,
बोलो
you know,
बोलो
like
चैट,
even the
पीछे करूँ तो
communication
करती
skills,
हूँ.
the gankings were a bit off. So I think like Square One needs to like kind of focus on that too. But I mean, let's not make the viewers wait any longer. So the draft has begun. So Jenny and Lynn will take it away, and let's not make the viewers wait too long.
Let's take it away to the draft with Linwell with a lot of energy.
Boom, boom, bang.
I mean, yeah, we never know what's gonna happen in the match. But both of us, we're really high on energy, and we'll make the match interesting, right? And looking at the draft this time, chip is being banned by dads and sons themselves. They don't want to let them off with the chip if they're not the one picking it up.
Indeed, and very wisely so, especially since they're on the red side this time. The chip, the Suyo, and the Khalid. Suyo being almost a specialty for Moody Jazz, almost carried the early half of the game thanks to him on that side.
ना जाने दो,
This
ठीक है.
time, they're
एक्चुअली
learning
मैं
up,
जल्दी
they're
इसलिए कर रही हूँ
taking the
क्योंकि मुझे
lessons
पूरी रात
in banning
मतलब
off
2 बजे तक
Moody
स्ट्रीम
setup.
करना
But
है
in the side of
और मैं
Square One,
चाहती
though,
हूँ सारे मैचेस कवर अप
perfect
हो
ban
जाए
with the Zushin and
इन शॉर्ट
possibly
टाइम,
Harriet targeting Koku
ताकि
T
मैं इनको लाइव के
setup,
साथ
or
पकड़
maybe
पाऊँ.
even the Phobius in this case. But they pick up
अभी मज़ा नहीं
Matilda.
आएगा. ओके
Go
ओके.
on the Matilda. This is a very early Matilda, which show me strong XP laner still on the board, namely like the Ruby. Oh,
I got it, gotcha. Well, I thought that I was just thinking, okay, if you're getting a Matilda, you can go for heroes like a Gatot Kacha and Alpha Hyper will also be a good option. Heroes that go all in, and Matilda will be
yep.
right there to take you out of the situation. But then he instantly, Dads and
Bang.
Sons locks
ना ना
onto the
ना
Gatot
ना ना
Kacha
ना.
and Alpha. Be like, we correct your draft. You got the Matilda, okay. Your next picks, we get them right away.
Indeed. And it's looking like to lock in that Alpha. Law insane on the Alpha. Not an assassin here. Okay, that Alpha, one of the final remainings utility junglers in the game. Yeah, we don't have the Fredrin anymore. That's meta. It's not meta anymore. I mean, it's only been the assassin heroes, or even sometimes the Bane, sometimes Roger. But this case, Law insane on that Alpha. It's gonna be very interesting to watch. You won't be able to you won't be able to utilize his flashy mobility skills and quick fingers. But this time, oh, Square One here, taking it a little bit slower with Moody Jazz on the Xborg. A decent counter of the side of team Dads and Sons here with Kyujin alongside a Ruby. Ooh, that is very strong.
Yeah, could be a Ruby goal lane given the fact that Kyojin was playing Ruby in the he was playing their goal lane as the Clint in the last match. Yep, could be Flex in the EXP lane as well. But yep, we'll have to wait and see. So far, Moody Jazz is
पिक
yet on the
तो बहुत
flicker. Is
सही है यार.
probably gonna change into the Retribution. Yeah, a breastplate going in for a Beatrix once again. Very comfortable, I suppose. Yeah, they did manage to provide him a safe space in the box to play behind the team and deal damage, use up his sniper. So yeah, I think works for them.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, there's if something isn't
मैं
broken,
आता
you
हूँ
don't
कुछ
fix it,
खा
Miss
के.
Jenny.
ओके
And
ओके.
this case,
खा के आ
breastplate,
जाओ.
relying on using all reliable Beatrix here, gonna be quite the impact to be given. But the options that are still available for the side of Square One here, you still have to eat it open for a taking here against the setup, which Daz and Sons, melee heroes. Ooh, wait, they banned them out. They banned the idiot out instead. What?
They hurt
Okay.
you.
Oh,
They hurt you.
yeah. Unfortunate. No, it was for them. It was for them to pick, not to ban. And Square One, particularly bans here. The Vexana, the Aurora, both very arguably could cause a huge threat to them. And Carmilla ban coming from the side of Square One is understandable. You don't want to have a Carmilla alongside the Gato Kacha and the Beatrix. That's just so much damage and CC. So it's very understandable, very fair. I guess they didn't want to go in the hands of Dats and Son this time. In Evoker, though, with the Yves. Ooh,
Oh.
this just might be a very good pick because, ladies and gentlemen, Yves has not been picked a lot in this meta, or at least in Indian esports here, because Yves usually is a very good counter for those mid to close range XP fighters here who have been in the meta for a very long time. And Yves, the RMW, is just so good in just
leeching out and draining the HP. It's slowly zoning out for the side of Team Dats and Sun. If you add the AOG along the side with the breastplates, Nibiru ultimate, in sense, it's Invoker, it's going on the right hands. Invoker, perfect mage user. So Dats and Sun, I like this draft.
Yep. They actually got a real, hell lot of AoE now, given the fact that they have this AOG with the Gutted Gacha and the real world manipulation RWM with the Eve. They're also gonna have the Beatrix's Bandit's Rage. When it all comes together, oh my god. Just
Ooh.
imagine the amount of AoE they have.
Indeed. Yeah, if Invoker gets an ice cream one, I don't think Square One's gonna be able to move around. But they have Envy Yutsu here hovering over the Hylos, which might just be a great pick alongside. This ultimate ability is giving so much mobility for the side of Team Daten Sun, and Kazu locking in that Sicilian here. Very much needed damage burst for the late game. Jungler perhaps gonna be Moody Jazz once again, but Team Tats and Sons has to combat with this with a very good roamer and a Rafaela. Okay, wait. That just might be the missing piece Tats and Sons need. But the positioning for Doom has to be perfect because Doom is a roamer who usually tends to be the initiation type of roamer, not the spacing, not the mobility. We have seen those engages made up by him. It was so good. So this Rafaela will be a little bit something new, which we see today from him. And if he pulls it off, I think Dats and Son just might have a clean 2-for-all sweep.
Yeah, that was really unexpected. I mean, Rafaela, out of all the other tanks and roam options these days, of course, uncalled for. I didn't expect that they were
वाह
gonna go for
गाइस
Rafaela, but as he
रफाइला
did
की
come in
स्किन
handy, just
मुझे
gonna
बहुत
slow up their
पसंद है
high
बहुत
losses as
ज़्यादा
well. They also
मतलब
have
क्या
this
स्किन है
for
यार
the front line. They have Xborg right there, Ruby up there.
क्या
You could actually
स्किन
slow
है
them down.
Yep. Very much possible. And current drafts here, both teams very balanced. I'd say Square One has a little bit of an advantage with the Xbox and the Ruby, not to mention the Hilo share, which is so tanky. It's a Mage Matilda also that, but we're going to land on Jay.
Yep, we are on the Lands of Stone for match number 2 between Dads and Sons and Square One. As of the score, it's 1-0. 1 for the side of Dads and Sons and 0 for the side of Square One. Hopefully, they're gonna make it even this match. Right, Lumo?
Indeed, just pull out to get. We want more action. We want more mayhem. And the mayhem mode's not available right now, so we need to see it in this tournament for that. It's case though, but early pokes coming in, both teams side here. Matilda going down to very low HP very early on.
Yo Nobi,
That's
welcome to
the
the stream. Good
bonus
evening,
of having a
also.
Eve to your side. The mobility
Good
from the
evening, good
passive,
evening.
alongside Rafaela just being a huge menace. There's gonna be a lot of range poke unless the Ruby starts to answer, and his Hylos maybe rotates over in the third lane side. But for now, it's just gonna be early levels, early engages, which it's a bit difficult for the side of Dats and Sons. Well, I mean, Square One, yeah.
Yep. It's they have this Rafael Doom. It's gonna be pretty annoying with the
Ooh.
LOR being spammed over them again and again. Kazutora is already so low in HP. He's gonna be forced to recall. Meanwhile, that's the Suns at the bottom
Oh,
lane.
Ruby.
Okay, they tried to farm a gang over
Dang.
Zin up there, but I think they don't wanna try and dive just to get it. Oh, in the mid lane, they managed to take down their rover. Poise down while we're focused on Qzin. Okay,
Indeed.
really, yeah, very early first blood up here. The turtle will be back in 23 seconds. They're actually trying to force push and take out a gold, I guess. No, they thought maybe they could pick off Kazutora, but not happening right now.
Indeed. Very often spacing, but Moody J's in a bit of trouble. Spinning it, dancing it out. He's gonna be safe. He's fine. He's fine. But this is the damage that we want to see from the side of Dancing Sun. Sure, you sacrifice the front line, but it doesn't really matter if the front line of the enemy team is dead. So this Yves has been a very good pick. QTA trying to
ये
go
मैच
in,
भी
and
Dads and
Turtle
Sunny
not gonna be
जीतेगा.
contested.
I'm pretty sure.
Gonna get that Turtle early lead. 0-1 right now.
What do you guys
1,000 goal
think?
lead. And I think they're probably going to capitalize off that and maybe gank this Ruby here in the bot lane. But so far it's just been mid engages with Poe
Red team
and
जीतेगी.
Kazutora
No
taking a
doubt.
lot of stray bullets.
Yeah, that was really nicely said. They made them force them up to use all the resources, expend all their kills right before the turtle, and then be like, "Yeah, we're gonna take it right in the face now. You wanna come in contest? Let's come." Beatrix press by using
Ooh.
out of his flicker to escape from the situation. There will be no pick off in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Lord Insane up in the jungle.
Yep, from pretty fast. Moody Jazz also has to answer. I guess they look for rotation to be happening though in the mid lane section. Oh!
Okay, the real man. Oh, okay, that was close. That was really close.
RWM. Yep. Very difficult to outmaneuver yourself in that position. You don't have the flicker for it as well. You pop the ultimate, sure, but it doesn't really help against all the slows and crowd control abilities. Right, you add the viral stack for the retribution and even invoker. It's just you're not gonna move. You're not gonna have
Mm,
any HP, and possibly you're not gonna have any minions to farm. But Kazutora
yep.
playing with fire.
Definitely well calculated, especially with that E for the RWM bottom lane though. The trend is set up. Oh, there could be an ambush. Lord Insane
Oh.
might use up just a spear. There we go, but he missed. He missed.
No, that was the Matilda Poe there with the guiding wing. It's just
Oh,
pulled him back.
okay.
Yeah, very good positioning. But oh, yeah, Taunt coming in onto the high lows. And
Glorious
Yusu.
power have been used up to escape once again. Just look. Once again, they made them expand their skills up in the mid lane near the red buff, and right now near the purple buff. Glorious pathway has been expanded as well. Could be a really good time to go for the turtle, but Insane wants to take down the red buff first. He gave the time to Square One over here to come back with all their skills. All the cooldown has been already gone. Turtle is very low in HP. Last insight has been used up
Oh.
by. Okay, they're gonna take it down, and Lawrence manages to take the turtle. They're gonna use the real one manipulation up there and killing spree for Invoker. That amount of slow. Corey Whitey chasing down Poe up
Bro,
there.
0-4
He
का
takes
रेशो चल रहा है.
operation,
What
but
the heck?
oh, he manages to take him
What
down
the
as
heck,
well.
bro?
Meanwhile, Kazutora will be the only one to be able to escape from the situation.
अल्फा का अल्ट
Indeed.
किसी ने नहीं देखा.
Lord saying this in the last moments also. Pushing forward, that's Sun, very strong place right now. Looking forward to take a mid lane turret alongside possibly the top. Although Hylas is going to be on time for that, and bot lane section Core QT changing off and facing off QGM to give Breastplate all that needed goal and farm. Because you just want to keep the Ruby in check. You don't want to face off against the Ruby, and that is exactly what Dats and Sons are doing right now with them rotating over to the mid lane section here. Purple buff hovering. Oh, Kazdora!
Another one. Kazutora will be picked up. They're gonna chase in Poe, I suppose, but no. They just wanted to take down Kazutora. Is KDA being 0-2-0 as of right now? Think they should have gone for something for the early game. They have zero early game potential.
Yeah, indeed. Very difficult to face against the Eve and the Matilda. Now Kyujin though, facing off against QT. Oh, coming for a gank, Invoker.
RW had been expanded, but he
Nice
was way out of
flicker.
range. Could be a sniper shot coming in, but missed, and he will be escaping for this one. But the turret could be lost. I can see backup coming in, Pio up there, even Yutsu, but there will be no one to defend this turret as well. A really good map control from the side of Dads and Sons up here.
Indeed. A movement here, just utilizing even a Tempest Wind here to dash across the walls alongside the taunts. But Turtle gonna be coming up for this side of team Dats and Sons as they are zoning off Squad 1 even more. But Moody Jazz looking to take this fight here. Whoa, 9
Not
alone
a
right
good.
now.
Mhm. Not a good idea. They're
Bugger
definitely
much.
going in
Welcome
for the
to the
turret,
stream.
for the
Oof.
turtle, and
Yeah.
look, Lost Insanity been used up already.
How
For
he
what? For
escaped.
nothing.
Welcome,
The Lord
Agamatch.
Insane was
Long
busy
time
taking
no
the
see
turtle,
also.
and Yutsu up there is not being able to provide the vision. Is not being able to provide the safe space for Kazutora to stand and deal damage. Also, I mean, I don't think he has the damage as of right away. Glory's spot has been used up already, and there we go. He's been taken down.
भाई क्या
So
कर रहा था
squishy as of right.
हाइलोस?
Just look at their situation.
Yep. Doesn't matter if he has the healing, the true damage from the off is so much, and you add the Nibiru alongside with breastplate. The burst is so much for the side of team Dats and Sons. As Invoker has been poking immensely, I think he might just have full team fight participation. Oh,
That was a really nice good offended, but then Information right back into your face. I mean, what? Who do you want to catch? Me? Breastplate? Beatrix? Take it back.
He might just be an FPS player, BGMI coming in probably.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should also,
perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
try and work,
Oh,
try
you
and
know
play this game as
that
well.
old game mode where you had to play battle royale with
Uh,
Beatrix, probably active sniper spammer, yeah,
yeah,
breastplate. Is using the skills in this game for now.
definitely. Bad impact the use of. He's trying to deal damage, but he doesn't have it yet. I really want to see the itemization as to see what Sicilian
Hmm.
has got so far. Yeah, break it down, Limo.
Oh, yep. Going for the clock instead of anti-heal here, which is a little bit of an issue because you have the Rofiler and the Gato Gacha giving so much healing with those abilities and spells here with the brilliance. It's just so
बाप रे
difficult
कितने
to
आइटम्स बन
out
चुके हैं
damage even the
ऑलरेडी
case. Even if you
डैड्स
have an
एंड सन्स
Xbox
के
and
वहीं
a,
पे
and
बात
a
की जाए
oh
ब्लू टीम
wait,
पे
hang on,
बिल्ड ही नहीं
engage
है
from here. Glorious pathway.
Well, he used the Gloria Pathway to chase away Doom, and Corey White in the backline didn't damage. Again,
नो
bad impact being used
यूज
up to
नो
defend damage,
यूज
but there has been no damage coming out from him, and W being used up. But they're out of the situation, even though Datsun Sun's gonna be walking away with 2 kills. No, they want to take down Poe as well. AOG being used up, and
Oh.
will be taken down with the tower damage. Nah, holy healing, man.
See, that's the problem. No anti-heal, not one member, a single of them going for full burst instead. And now at the side of team, Tats and
एंटी
Sons are
हील होना
just
चाहिए
so
था
like on the aggression, getting almost every jungle and objective in the game as they progress to make this lead even further. 9k goal difference, which you not want to see in 9 minutes into the game. As Lord marching down the top lane section with the Gato Gacha, who can be anywhere with the AOG.
old
So
match
you
yes
don't have to
Biko
worry about
welcome to
him. He'll
this
be right
stream
on
good
time
evening
for
I
his
know
team
it's
fights.
old match but
Initiation though,
I
the
want to complete
RWM by
this
Invoker has
matches
been so
also
precise,
so
baiting
हम
out so
लोग
many skills.
देख
And
रहे
this
हैं
time,
enjoy कर रहे
Flicker
हैं
not being available for the Matilda just might be the dead cause for
बहुत
Team Square
जल्द
One
मैं
if they
लाइव
see
स्ट्रीम के
through.
साथ लाइव
Yeah.
करूँगी लाइक
They should have
उनकी
figured
लाइव
it
स्ट्रीम के
out that they're
साथ
not gonna have that
I will catch them
beautiful sunflower early game where Celine is just
by
gonna
the way
farm and
long
start
time no
dealing
see
damage. They should have
also
prepared for the early game as well. And Corey Cutie trying to engage up there, right, diving inside and taking down all the damage to take that
oh
inhibitor. RWM used up
गया
to
भाई
slow
oh
them
my
down,
god
but they managed to take down Corey quite cutie. And they're gonna be taking down the inhibitor. Last insanity been used up, but no kills as of right now. And we used to have been expanded as well. But yeah, it will be definitely defended. I mean, it was the first Lord. I think after the 12 minutes, Lord could be game over.
Indeed. It's looking very grim for Side Square 1 here. That's Sun playing perfectly well with the positioning and even itemization. Breastplate, landing of snipers. Oh, there gets engaged there. Hugin!
hello Arun welcome to this
Unstoppable
stream
Golden
how's
Fusion.
you
Last time being
good
used up, but
evening
not enough damage to take the Invoker as well as Lord Insane. Bad impact dealing on the Lord Invoker, but he is Lord Insane. He is coming straight in for Moody Jazz. That was a mistake. I mean, you don't have your armor, everything spended. Should
Yeah.
have. Yeah, I don't know why he tried
Can
to
we
go
see
and
the
get Lord.
items? Can we see the items of this guy? He has 40% cooldown reduction. He just used the ultimate like 6 seconds ago. And now he's going in again. And then his inhibitor gone. Oh, Cyber.
RWM been expanded and look at the kill
guys
spree
बिजली
coming
हो
in.
रही
A
है
breastplate is gonna take
लाइटनिंग हो
everybody
रही है
down with an RWM. Look at that double
ऐसे
kill.
गेम
Shut down
देखकर
though.
मन
Breastplate has been
नहीं
shut down.
करता
There is
गेम
a
खेलने
lot of
का क्या
minions standing.
AOG.
AOG
करता है मन
away.
बट नहीं खेल
Everyone
सकती
coming
ना
to
अभी
our
ये
last
वॉच
insanity being used up just to
पार्टी
clear
चल
the
रही है
minions. They
रीस्ट्रीमिंग
don't
इज
have
गोइंग
the
ऑन
resources. They don't have the potential to go and save the
भाई कितना
crystal.
दिन हो
Moody
गया है मैंने
Jazz.
रैंक
Okay, the
पुश नहीं
guard
किया
being
है
pops up, but will he be able to defend? I don't
लास्ट
think
सीजन भी
so.
रैंक
They're
पुश नहीं
coming
हुआ
straight in for
क्योंकि
the
लास्ट
base.
सीजन आई वाज
Inhibitors
बिजी
are
कास्टिंग
all dead. Just
अब
the
ये
crystal standing. Castora. Oh my, giving all his life to save that crystal, but that's not gonna happen. Spear has been used up on him, and there you go. Another match taken down by Dads and Sons. Honestly, it was really funny in the end.
Rest in peace, Square One, as Datsun Sun sends you back. Square One on the drawing board here. It's very unfortunate, but representing Magali, I believe so. Datsun Sun taking the victory of this second match of the day, 2-4-0. And we're going to be heading back to the Castades, I believe. New media waiting alongside us. You saw the entire game here. performed wonderfully well. And Invoker, I think he was the MVP possibly for the match.
Yeah, I think we got Numi back in the
Well,
game. Yep.
Hmm.
well, yeah, I am back, and I mean that was a pretty interesting match coming from Square One, I'd say. I mean, I pretty much liked the draft at first, but then I guess the rotation coming from
Your
Square
stream
One
is
was
lagging. Fixed it.
pretty off in
Fix
early
it.
game,
I
as
tried, but
in early
मेरे
game
यहाँ
the mid
बारिश हो
lane
रही
was
है. I
being
can't do
a
anything.
lot
There's
ganked
Wi-Fi issue.
and rotated. But then, I mean, no words. I mean, they did lose with 0 kill, which is pretty unfortunate for Square One.
Yeah, I think it was kind of funny because you played the first match against the same team. You were supposed to know that they were not gonna give you a really easy early game for you to wait on and get the items on Sicilian. Even for a Ruby to be sustainable, you're gonna need to have items, right? So think they should have worked it out again. Yeah, they didn't have. They should have gone for something like even Aurora. Even Aurora would have been so good against
100%.
an alpha.
Aurora
I
was
mean, you dive
banned
in, I'm
though.
gonna freeze you up,
I mean,
right?
yeah, Aurora and
Yeah,
Vexana was banned. But,
yeah,
for
Aurora
the
and
side
Vexana
of
So
was
so
banned.
sorry, so sorry.
yeah, yeah, it's okay. At Square One, though, they didn't get any anti-heal items, which I think
Yeah,
was the main cause. Also, Invoker poking at them whenever possible, and the RWM just baiting out the spells, baiting out the skills, and then after they go for the team fight or take the objectives, it's just so wonderfully played by that insane.
Dahlia, namely Team In Future We Trust and Team
बारिश हो रही
DTB,
है
are going to be
यार.
clashing in the best of three. Now, my name is Bolty, and I'm going to be your host for the match 3 session. And joining us on the casters desk, we have two of our respectable and awesome casters, Silverhawk and Smiling. How are you folks feeling tonight?
It's a great day to have a host like you with us, Volty. And I mean, about like both of the teams you just mentioned, like
क्या
in
हुआ अरुण
future we
रोक क्यों रहे
trust
हो?
and DTB. It looks like a really exciting match. What do you think, Smiling?
I mean, I do agree. It looks quite interesting because TTB has some of the ex-members of ABM, as you mentioned to me earlier, and maybe you'll know a little more information about them. But again, the other team, sorry, it was not BTB actually, it was the future team. So yeah, I kind of got confused with the names, but yeah, I think it's going to be exciting because there are a lot of new players, old players combination, and it's going to be a tough match coming.
All right, with that being said, now we got some old members, possibly old team members of ABM right here in Future We Trust. And actually, I know one of them, which is going to be like a Misery, I think, but he might use a different name in game. So, anyways, without without wasting any more time, why don't we
I
guys
am
get into
over.
the
Finally, I
drafting
can
phase?
rotate
All
my
right, for you
screen
guys. All right.
and charge my
All
phone.
right, here we are
Uh-huh.
right into the draft. And Smiling, how you're feeling? Like already there's like two bans coming in from both of these teams trying to just wrap up everything faster.
I mean, it's quite a fast ban coming in, and I'm feeling great. All thanks for that. But the bans are so quick. We can see that the high loss is banned off, the Phobos is banned off, and that the link as well as Carmilla. There's not going to be any curse of blood coming in this game. So I think so far both the teams are doing good. But right now, if we see the ban phase, there are still a lot of meta heroes open. There's still a lot of CC heroes open. So right now. I'm not sure actually which team will have more advantage.
Could be right because you know what? From the blue team, the in future we trust, as the Bolty mentioned, that they are the ex squad mates of Team ABM. So there could be some respect bans coming in from the side of Team DTB towards themselves. But actually, right now it's just a Carmela and Link ban. I was actually expecting some respect towards them, but they're just banning out the assassins. They don't want the curse of blood to be connected to their team.
I do agree. The curse of blood actually is a huge trouble because if that Carmela knows where she's landing it, it's a end game. Right now we can see in future we trust there is already J Bomb who is gone, and with that chip pick, definitely chip was open. It's going to be a huge advantage if you just manage to pick the chip in the first because there are a lot of shortcuts coming in. You know that. whole enemy team is just going to be assembled in one position, and it's going to be hard to deal with it. Meanwhile, there was Sicilian Open, and I really appreciate DTB going in for that Sicilian pick. And in EXP, rather than seeing a Khalid, we are going to see the Dragon, who is going to be a quite high early game advantage. But that leaves an opportunity for, in future we trust team to, pick that Khalid as well as Suyu. So both the teams look strong, but right now I think Team Blue looks very strong.
Yeah, that's right. And about the Suyo pick, it's going to be tough to handle that Suyo in the early game. But you know what? I was expecting either of these teams to pick an Edith because it's also strong in the early phase of the gaming. I mean, the early first 3 minutes. So basically, they've picked a Yuzhong. And to counter that Yuzhong, that Edo has gone onto that Khalid. So the 1v1 clashes onto the EXP are going to be totally brutal. And they're just sticking with the comfort and the respect picks for themselves, like the Sicilian, Dragon, and the Belleric. We have seen Belleric, like it's not common to see Belleric these days, right?
I mean, it is not common to see in tournaments, but in ranked matches, definitely. That Belric is actually quite annoying with that, vengeance, and it's hard to deal with him. He just pulls you off closer, and if you are going to be a squishy hero, something like a mage or a gold laner who is, just going to be there, like probably a marksman, it's going to be hard time to deal with Belric in the front. He's just going to keep spamming those basic skills, and you can't even try to dive into the fight. It's a tough time. So still, we haven't seen in the tournaments, but we have definitely seen in rank, and I think it's good pick. But against a chip, it's going to be hard for Belric to make those quick rotations, which the teammates will be needing. But right now we can see the second ban phase is already up. The Zushin is banned off since the future we trust yet have to pick a mage. I think that's a very smart ban coming in because Zushin is quite irritatable. He's just going to make sure that lanterns are popped out, people are in the air, and it's going to delay a lot of stuff. So a smart pick. And meanwhile, Moscow will be banned out, Alice will be banned out, and the last ban, I'm probably guessing Hyper can be banned out at this point. Maybe a Nolan, because Nolan, right now is kind of in the meta, deals a lot of damage, just comes in nowhere from the map. It's easy to, ambush if there is Nolan in the map. So I think the Nolan ban will be smart, but they can go in for an MM ban as well.
Could be right because when the Nolan has been picked, the MM and the mage has to play really careful because the one basic attack and the fracture could actually lead them to their graves. But it's not going to be a Nolan; it's going to be an Alpha. But as you just predicted, and jungler, so it's also a jungler as a fifth ban coming from themselves. Oh wait, are we actually seeing a Nolan from the side of Team DTV? He was just actually showing a Nolan. I was getting high hopes for themselves because if the Suyo gets caught in 1v1 situation, I think it's a great counter against Suyo. Do you think Nolan is enough to counter Suyo?
I mean, in one shot, yes. By the time Suyo is there and trying to escape, Nolan will deal a high amount of damage, and you are just vanished. So I think Nolan would have been smart pick, but we can see a Leo mode pick coming in. I just yesterday I saw a Leo mode pick in the jungle. It was quite good in the early offense because maybe of the team rotations and stuff. But again, Leo mode jungle is smart pick. There he's going to be there for the team fights. There is going to be a lot of front lane situations. So I think, yeah, we can manage to see that Leo mode in the jungle position. Meanwhile, we can see the team blue are going with the Harith gold, like that classic Harith in the gold lane. It's going to be so hard to deal. And right now, according to the draft, we can see that probably there is no one to stop that Harith with the Purify. Even Belric is going to have tough time to, give those stuns and possible damage which needs to be there to melt that Harriet down. And I think Aurora is a very smart pick here.
Could be because you know what? When the portal has been used from the chip, she could just dive inside
पार्थ
the portal
वेलकम
and
टू
use
स्ट्रीम
the
हेलो
frigid
पिंकी जी
glacier to
क्या
just give a good
हाल
setup like a
चाल
4-4
है सब
combo.
बढ़िया आप
But
कैसे
to
हो
just deflect all of that
गुड
stuff,
इवनिंग
I do think like the Belleric is going to work perfectly because when the connecting portal has been used, I mean, all of the teams are just going to pop out from that portal, and that's the moment when Belleric uses the ult, and that's the moment when Leomord comes in and uses all of his skills.
that situation is possible if Belric is there where the chip is there, right? For the portal open, and Belric is already standing near the portal, and as soon as people teleport there, it's like the ult is on, and that's actually a huge advantage. But again, Belric need to follow up that chip, and chip is not easy to catch because he have those shortcuts. He can travel to the portal and just go and deal a lot of damage. But the last pick coming in from DTB is quite surprising because it's going to be the Claude. They could have gone with the Lunox pick, but again, they will be needing the late game. They'll be needing, it's going to be hard, because Harith is there. The unlimited dash coming from him through the ultimates is going to be tough time to deal with. So Claude seems like a good answer in this position. Right now, I can see both the teams have the draft up, and I think both the teams are doing great.
Yep, that is right. And we are just being stopped by a technical pause right here. But I would like to mention you like something. I mean, why have they picked actually two late gamers for themselves? Like there's a Claude and there's a Sicilian. So it would actually take a lot of time for them to scale up. But if you see onto the blue side, the team in future we trust, they have a early combination. Like if they could go for a good invasion, that Leo mod might face
हम
the
भी
wrath of
बढ़िया
that
ना
chip.
आइस
There is possibilities that can happen, but again, in my opinion, if your EXP is very strong, knowing that Yuzong is definitely going to dominate in the EXP against Khalid because the early game damage is too high from Yuzong, and it's going to be hard until you level up to 4 the first few seconds, and even after that, I mean, until the mid game. Yuzong will be dealing too much damage and is a good front laner. He can dive into the back, make sure that there is a disturbance and
हो
a
गया
lot of
मैच
stuff
on
going on. But I think the match is going to resume shortly and we can go in. Welcome to the land of dawn, guys. This is going to be the game number 3, if I'm not wrong.
Yep, that's right. It's going to be a good battle against Team in Future We Trust versus DTB. Let's see how well these both teams go. The Chip is actually just trying to go with the blue buff invasion along with the Khalid. He's trying to just clear the waves with his first skill along with that Yuzhong is still there. But look at the damage he's just dealing to that Yuzhong.
I mean, I was hoping vice versa, but it's actually wrong. That Khalid is quite powerful, and they are going to have a tough time there. The gold, I mean, they're just going in for the basic farm. There is Belric to provide the vision, but will Belric be caught off guard? The vengeance will be popped out. That's a, very useful resource
या
used
मैं
up
क्या
in the
करूँ
early
इतना
game.
लैग क्यों हो रहा है
And it's not even 1 minute. It's not even 1 minute, and his HP is almost below
ओबीएस को क्या
50%.
हुआ
He's
है
still there, like hoping of the chip. And the Khaled just goes for a good 1v2 situation against that Yuzhong. He could just trick with his teammate and just give a good setup for them. But that Suyo just wants to steal that creep of that
अभी
Leo mod.
चलना
But meanwhile,
चाहिए
just two people on the bot side, that Lord might actually face something wrong or might be the Harit just
ये
facing the wrath of
स्माइलिंग
that
का
Leo mod. But
फोटो
meanwhile, on the bot side, they're
पिक
just trying to give a
वर्सेस
good gank.
बॉयज
They
पिक
the first chain
लॉल
along with the Aurora is there to give a first blood along with the Benedict is down. What a good gank only in the first 2 minutes.
I do agree that was a very strong domination coming in by blue side. They managed to get double kill, not just single double. That too on EXP lane. It's going to be hard because right now you can see that Suyo is already on that level 4 mark. Although on the top, Leo mode has popped that ultimate out. There is the Dugati running, but Chip will try retreating, and that was quite an overextension coming in by Chip and will be taken down. Harith, who is not yet
Oh,
level 4, almost caught up guard. I mean, man, that would be actually be good if they would have
अभी
killed
भी
off
हो
that
रहा है क्या
Harith in the early
बफर
game.
बफर तो
he
छोड़ो
was
लैग
actually
हो रहा
waiting
है
for
ना
that.
अभी
But
भी
look at the HP of that Yuzhong. All of these are the expert masters at escaping. You just see that Harith, he was almost dead with the
एक
momentum
मिनट
he
दो
had.
वाईफाई देखती हूँ क्या सीन है
Himself, Benedict just trying to give a lot of vision. That Leomon still isn't there and he doesn't have the retribution as well. However, the actually got a little bit glacial used up all the Sicilian wants to give a good setup to them. That David is still just watching inside the team fight. Connected portal used up to bring his whole teammates over there. It's going to be a good gang for themselves. The Phantom Shield used up to just give them a lot of damage over to that place. But Benedict still goes down. It's going to be a 5-1 against them. The Zamet force was also used up.
Yep, right now
वाईफाई
Benedict
तो
is
सही है
quite disappointed that he won't be able to get the blue buff. It's 3-1 situation.
ये इसमें ही कम आ रहा है
Blue bot lanes are always dominating at this point, being
ये
aggressive
देखो
throughout the
गाइस
entire match. That's why
यहाँ से
Claude might
दिक्कत
be in
है
trouble. Very low, will be retreating. very badly. But dragon, man, the dragon is being melted off. Someone have to stop because the dragon needs support. I
शायद
don't
मैंने
think the
डिले
tank should be in
ऑन
the
स्ट्रीम
mid. The
कम
tank
किया
should be in the
इसलिए
bot at this point.
हो रहा है.
Yeah, that's right. But that Khalid is handling two people over there, like the Valeric and that Khalid. I mean, the Yuzhong. Like the Khalid could actually heal himself from his second skill. But meanwhile, on the top side, that Lord looking in some trouble. Vengeance along the blazing to it. Huge up, but still Zaman Force and the Fridge Glacier is there to give him a lot of damage. And there he goes down inside the turret. It was
अभी
actually
ठीक चलना
3-1, but
चाहिए.
he tried his best to survive. But
ये
that was actually
सेटिंग
not enough.
चेंज हो गई
Valeric,
इसलिए
Leomord,
शायद हो रहा है
and
ऐसा.
Steven just trying to go with a good backup for themselves. Jobom wants to just go back for a steal over there, but the connecting portal used up along the Belric, trying to give a good setup along the Phantom Steed used up. But look at the HP of the Devil along the bat impact was used, but wasn't enough damage to knock
लैग
him
हो
down.
रहा
But the
है.
Leomord,
Nubi,
knowing the sync of
are you
Vigil, takes
watching
him
old
down.
stream?
Will
Yeah, I'm
actually go
watching
for a
old
good
one.
turret dive for themselves.
क्वालिटी
That
थोड़ा
Valeric wants to
कम
take
ही
even the
है.
combo dash himself,
कम
but the
ही
arrow
रखिए.
from that Suyo was
चलेगा.
taken on to himself. But again, it's going to be a killing spree for Misery.
नहीं मैंने सेटिंग ना वो
I mean, the
मैंने
way they
डिले
are,
ऑन
playing
लाइव ही वो हटाया
aggressively, they
इसलिए
are
शायद होता.
dominating those ganks, coming in so perfect. They knew that Chip is going to pop that ultimate out, and that was so good.
Oh,
Look at that Khalid, man, just dived into the tower just to get that Claude shut down, and that was very, very smart move coming in. Although it costed him a life.
that is right, but he still doesn't want that lot to farm up. But still, if you just see from the side of Team DTV, they're trying their best to
अब
get
सही है
scale
ना.
up as fast as they
वो
can
शायद ऑन
because
स्ट्रीम
the
मैंने डिले
Sicilian
कम
and the
किया
Claude
इसलिए
are just
होता
going to
होगा.
give a lot of damage in the late game. So they're trying to just defy themselves in the early game as much as they can. Jabom just lurking inside that Lumod's farm over there. They don't want to give any creeps to them at all. That I like how the Khalid is there present in every situation, but along with the Raging Sandstorm and the Flicker used up to get the kill over to that Sicilian, and he goes down. They're trying to give a good setup. Jobom still has the connecting portal used up onto themselves, bringing his whole team along with the Frigid Glacier. No, not a Frigid Glacier, but the Zaman Force used up to give them a lot of good support over there. But yep, the Frigid Glacier has come in handy, and the Leomord is down by 1v1 Hyper over there. That Yuzhong wants to fight the team fight over there, but that Black Dragon form used up will actually secure the get over to that Aurora because that's the only person he's targeting hard. But no, it's not enough, and it actually costed him his entire life.
क्या
Such a bad
अभी
position at this point. They can't
टूर्नामेंट
even do anything. Their
नहीं
ad
नहीं
tower was taken down.
करती हूँ
They are
लाइव तक पहुँचना
so
है
low
इधर
on
ना
gold
कंप्लीट
already. I
करूँगी
mean, it's
उसके
not
बाद
even
लाइव
6
के
minutes in
साथ
game,
होगा.
and they have approx like 6 to 7k gold difference. Although there is Suyo just to provide the vision. Suyo is easy to play, and it's not easy to play. I mean, he can easily jump into the team fights and actually escape through team fights. There is no one to stop the Suyo at this point. He's already in 306, and it's going to be tough time for the Dragon because
ठीक
he
है.
will be taken down near that. Khalid has no stop to his legs, and he will be
Could
taken
be.
down at this point again.
Yep, could be a good team fight along with Mr. Glacier. And look at that combination of that connecting portal and that Aurora. Meanwhile, the Blazing Duet used up to just melt him down, but it's not enough damage to just deal him. He's going to be a backfire towards that Lord, and he goes down dead. QT definitely got the